The Falls Count Everywhere podcast would like to mention our friends at the following. For the most intriguing wrestling stories and info on independent shows in multiple regions, nobody does it like We Talk Wrestling. Subscribe to Facebook's #1 interactive community for professional wrestling today. Pro wrestling on Tuesdays are a blast with the Wrestle Talk podcast. Join the entire crew every Tuesday at 7 p.m. as they bring their takes on the major circuits, showcase interviews with various indie stars, and news on the #1 fantasy wrestling promotion, the FWWC. Visit them at facebook.com/WrestleTalkPodcast and at WrestleTalkCast on YouTube and X.
All of us here show appreciation and love to our first responders, military, and volunteers that help our nation as well as protect and serve us every day. Thank you for all you do.
Get ready for episode number 159 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, as Rough Cut, Rick Ruby, and the Gem City Mouth, Zmiz, recap the latest wrestling news headlines and the big Labor Day weekend of major wrestling events as we review TNA Emergence, WWE Bash in Berlin, and NXT No Mercy.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, and welcome everybody. We are here live on the first day of September, everybody, and welcome. After a long, exhausting week, and well, it was just a long, exhausting weekend for wrestling per se, even on the Labor Day weekend where we all want to try and take it easy. But we're here on episode number 159 of the Falls Count Everywhere podcast, and joining me, of course, I am Rough Cut Rick Ruby here on the left, the Gem City Mouth, Zmiz on the right-hand side.
What's up?
Man, we had a lot of watching to do this weekend, man. Just
it's been
Friday, Saturday, and now tonight, man, with everything going on. Holy crap.
And I still got to finish up Collision when I get done here.
Right?
Rampage is actually pretty good for once, too.
Wow.
So like, it's been jam-packed. You had Monday Night Raw, NXT, Dynamite, Impact. Let's see, ROH, I think, also is on Thursday nights.
Yes.
I have not watched ROH at all this week. OVW's on Thursday nights. Then you have SmackDown, Rampage, Emergence from TNA, Bash in Berlin yesterday, in Collision. Tonight, No Mercy. Dude, wrestling is hot, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, we've got a lot to talk about. I mean, it's almost as bad as I wouldn't say bad, but it's like back in the early days when you had to either how many dramas you watch or how many sitcoms you watched. It's just, I definitely don't want to say soap operas because it's not where I know. You're gonna
piss off a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
I mean, CM Punk did say the other, 2 weeks ago, that he's the Taylor Swift for men, which I don't care what it says. That's effing hilarious to me.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but shoot, we got Austin Cage usually comes in and joins us here. He says he couldn't make it tonight, and he just says wants us to have a good show. We'll always have a good show. I mean,
we miss you, Austin.
Yeah.
Work. No, I'm just kidding. He has an early call tomorrow.
Right, exactly. I mean, and for those, throw up those comments here on if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or even on Twitch, and of course, those who are watching on X. So we thank you and welcome you, of course, to the show. Like I said, you can always hit that QR code with another device and see where we're at on the interwebs. Basically, all of our social media.
Social media out
You know what to do. You gotta
outdoors.
follow. They gotta follow, like, and subscribe. All of that, man. You gotta follow what we do. We gotta
Oh
follow
yeah, 100%.
because we always tend to talk about a lot of things. And like I said, we're going to get into all of our events here for this past weekend, but we will be picking up with some special guests here starting next week, hopefully, and then carrying out through the week of September. But yeah, man. Shoot, let's kind of. Well, as far as what we've got going on, I just want to make sure I got my feet here. Oh yeah, we're ready to go. Shoot, let's do this now. Hey, yeah. So, in case if you have not forgotten, this is one thing we keep forgetting to put on our uh, on our link tree, I should say, is this. And we've also got QR codes here, man. That's like everything is QR code. You got to come scan. It's easy for you to get to because you can hit these, support our brand with the Falls Count Everywhere podcast shirt, the official one, and of course also we got We Talk Wrestling here. So we've got and these are some really nice shirts. Of course, I'm wearing mine. I always like wearing mine all the time. I just don't want to wear it out, but that's why I got probably about a few of them because you know I can only wear one that's going to carry me throughout the week. It only you can wear one shirt for so long in the week. And want to keep it fresh. Of course, you do need to wash your stuff every now and then. you know, Not preaching to the choir, but I'm just saying, be mindful of others around you. It's kind of weird though, bro. I'm actually looking on different devices, Z, and I'm actually looking at our False Count Everywhere page. We do have some viewers on.
I was noticing that too. It's
Facebook.
not showing the Facebook guys, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
what's up with that,
I don't know.
Mister? Yeah, Mister Show Provider. Yeah, what's going on with that? So,
Zuckerberg. The
yeah,
Zucks.
it's all right.
No, big shout out to Woke Brand and affiliates, man. Rush,
Yeah.
Terry, Russell, you're killing it and doing great stuff. I'm so proud of that guy. So I'm happy to be partnered up with him. That's my brother from another mother.
Yeah. Yeah, Terry's a good guy, man. He makes some great stuff, and that's one who's made our shirts. And he's also got some other merchandise as well. So visit the wokebrand.com, and that's WHOAQ brand.com. Check out what he's got going on, but support the show because who knows? I mean, we're planning on doing some other things, as months go along, other big wrestling events go along, and if we're wanting to get somewhere, man, we're looking for sponsors, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the next outlook. We need sponsors, and we need to start poking down that railroad.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So if you know anybody who wants to sponsor, if they're looking for a good podcast to sponsor, hey, throw our name in the hat because we certainly love to go places and we love to talk about what everybody seems to be talking about today. I mean, pretty much, dude. And I'll put an argument that wrestling is even more strong in pop culture than it was peaking back in the 80s.
80s, even the 90s and 2000. Like
It was building up.
People always, want to put the generations against each other. Don't get me wrong. I like to put the generations against each other. We posted just this week on We Talk Wrestling, like a breakdown of with the golden era of wrestling and the Attitude Era, and then we did another one of Attitude Era versus modern era professional wrestling. And I love to have those discussions and conversations. But this generation of wrestling, and I'm talking not just WWE, I'm talking AEW, TNA, once again, OVW, SI, like across the board, you have indie promotions getting more notoriety than ever before. So you have local promotions getting pushed. You have other mainstream wrestling promotions getting pushed. It's not just WCW, WWE, ECW, TNA, New Japan, the ones everybody knew about. It's just any corner you turn, anywhere you can pull a rock up and there's a wrestling promotion under that rock. I bet Bikini Bottom has a wrestling promotion. That was a terrible joke.
Honestly, there's a lot of rocks turned over in Illinois, but I digress from that.
There's anywhere you go, you can go watch wrestling and watch guys start up and from the beginning. I know, like on We Talk Wrestling, one of the guys, Michael Vaughn, he's not a Joe Hendry fan. He don't believe in Joe Hendry, and I'm like, dude, what's your reasoning? And he's like, I think he's stupid and his music sucks. That's not deep enough, bro.
No, that's called someone's got Joe Hendry got up in somebody's feels. Is what that's not a reason, bro.
I can't. I love me some Joe. Don't get it wrong right now. I love me Eagle, but Joe Hendry, I'm a believer. We'll get more into that here later, but because we got Emergence first. But no, just wrestling's it's living and breathing so well. I mean, it's a blast. That's all I'm saying, man. If you agree, like, hit that like, share button if you agree, guys. If you agree, wrestling's the shit right now.
Absolutely.
It is definitely a superhero in training.
Absolutely. And I got to cut away from this feed because my QR codes, somehow I duplicated my QR codes like 20 times over. And I don't know I have no idea what the hell this online studio is doing here, but I guess I'm going to kind of kill all of that. I'll get into back production later for that. But so real quick, I'll just go to this because this is our thing. We got a safe feed right here.
Yeah.
So last night, man, it's been a very busy weekend, and last night I was down in Inhumane Championship Wrestling, and of course, that triple threat tables match I was in.
I will title, say, obviously.
Yeah, well, I was not in the factor in that match, so Alistair Payne actually went on to win. But I will take a quick moment to shout out that Inhumane Championship Wrestling is basically getting that. It's getting more of that extreme feel back in the 90s with ECW. Yeah. So apparently there was a flaming table last night because I was knocked out. Yeah, I got waffled in the front, then I got waffled in the back and waffled in the front with the chair. Not at the same time, but still.
Oh, I was gonna say no concerto.
A swinging concerto. Oh my god, boy! I probably wouldn't talk today if I had something like that because my head would be waffled. But like the Wile E. Coyote, his rock lands on his head, he comes up flat headed.
So then what you're telling me is you weren't involved in the outcome. Who won? And do we need to go back at Crusher to get you back in the hunt for the title?
I think I just need to go into one-on-one matches because I think after seeing that flaming table last night, and actually the fire didn't go out immediately, and AJ Raven had burning literally flame burning alcohol on his body, and people had to try to put him out with towels, and he eventually had to go. He actually had to go in the hospital. With third-degree burns on his back. So, yeah. So
speedy recovery. We don't want to see that happen.
Even though he waffled me with a chair, I still have respect for AJ Raven for having to go through that. And all of us, on a smaller level, we still try to provide for our families some other way other than wrestling. This is pretty much something we do on the side and hopefully to get seen or something we enjoy doing. So it's not like we're making a living just going in putting on the show for like 10 or 12 minutes on a weekend. But he's got responsibilities too, and he's got to suffer through an enduring injury for 15 seconds of fame of getting his flesh burned right off of him. So mad respect and mad props, and definitely speedy recovery for AJ Raven. So. And then, by the way, Alistair Payne lost last night to Devin Grimes. So no title change last night. Also, no,
Devin Grimes is a bad dude, though. So Alistair Payne would have brought more than just a flaming table to beat Devin Grimes.
Well, it was a straight up matchup.
It doesn't matter. I'm just saying, like, if it was a straight up match, that's fine. But he had to win with the flaming tables to get into that match. To beat Devin Grimes, he's going to need bring more than just that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, absolutely. I totally agree. He's got to bring way more than that. So we'll, I don't know. I think I may have to go face Alistair Payne 1-on-1. Maybe.
I want to see that match.
Yeah. He's got a receipt coming because he came at me with a running knee just out of nowhere and caught the tip of my nose really, really good. And now it's like kind of, it hurts to touch it or if I can even move it. So it's popping around on the front. Yeah, I'm going to hopefully, so September 28th. So is going to be our next show there. So we'll kind of see where we're at with that. But let's go into, even with this Saturday, this for you, brother.
This is.
So the query, that's IEW this Saturday at Granite City. So you got a big action card there. Scan the QR code if you want to get tickets. Once again, you can save $3 on an adult ticket in advance. If now you'll have to pay the full price of $15 at the door, $5 for kids. And then I don't know if I guess what is it, 3 and under or free? No, I think it's 5 and under.
5 and under. Yeah, 5 and under.
Text them kids.
Just so you know, like I'm still on our Facebook feed and it's not popping up. Mr. Herb Simmons is actually here. So for some reason, just so you guys know tonight, for some reason, we are not getting or seeing Facebook at this time.
Yeah. So I will try to see if I can. I'll have to turn down the volume on my on here. So yeah, I'm watching on the Facebook feed right now. So we do have watchers on Facebook right now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, with Herb Simmons. Good evening to you, sir, and anybody else that's watching. But I'll tell you what, I think we are getting the YouTube. Well, I don't know. It says we only got one YouTube watcher, so I don't know.
We're getting YouTube and X. So
yeah, X is killing it as always.
But yeah, we got the Corey this weekend. I mean, it's solid card. Let me see if I can get in here real quick. I'll get that card a little bit because I can't remember off the top of my head.
I think we've got. Uh-oh.
What?
Dunde's.
Dunde's here. Oh,
Dundee found the YouTubes.
So we have a return match where Mr. P.T. Beckham is going for Jerry Morgan, who is the current IEW World Heavyweight Champion. That will be a no disqualification match. So it's going to get kind of get rough there. We have the Heathen Army versus Dysfunction. So, you know, Mr. Brandon Espinosa's guys are going to take on the Heathen Army. We have Navi Kai versus John Boy.
For the Midwest title?
I think so, yes.
Yes. Yeah, because John and
Midwest title.
Yeah.
You're correct. We have Sean Valiant versus the Demon Damian Blackwell, or the Monster Damian Blackwell, to be exact, with Halo at his side.
Uh-huh.
We have a debuting Lorenzo Rose versus Eagle Eye. I can't wait for that. So that's the 5 main matches we have. I think we have 7 matches of the night. So a good card for this coming Saturday at IEW in Granite City, Illinois.
Yeah. Oh boy, here he goes. Yeah, you were speaking of rocks earlier. Somebody had burning ears. You were mentioning
obviously,
rocks.
Yeah,
you mentioned rocks.
I mentioned rocks and that stupid rock of his.
And now we got this. So, but no, it's all good with that. So and then of course SICW's back at Collinsville, Illinois.
Yep.
With their big show and a big title defense for the Big Texan facing the 450-pound Kowalski. And
talk about man meat hitting man meat.
Oh my God, there's gonna be a lot of meat in that match. Oh my. Her that's crazy. Oh, jeez. But yeah, and then there's also hair match between Billy McNeil and Big Nasty Glenn Williams. So if Billy McNeil loses,
Wait a minute. So we shaving the beard off? Because Glenn ain't got much hair.
I think it's beard versus hair. I have to
Okay.
go back and look
Okay.
at that. If
Shave his head.
And if I misquote, don't take my words on it. But I know Billy McNeil's hair is on the line if he loses. So if he wins, I think he gets Glenn's beard. But man, so
Wow.
we can't tease him about being Dr. Robotnik and Sonic anymore.
No, he's gonna be a baby face.
Yeah.
He's gonna look like a little baby.
He's literally gonna be another egghead. I mean, I consider that I'm an egghead, but you know, I mean, I already knew what look I was going for about it.
you are going for egghead. Okay.
Yeah, and the walrus. So,
Glenn's 100% gonna hear shave that beard.
Oh my gosh, so that would be a travesty. It would be. Oh man, so we're gonna go and get right into the meat of our show here. So
it's no hair versus Glenn being service boy.
Service boy. Oh, I mean, is there like a little outfit that he has to wear, or please
don't put that. What?
As long as it's not Speedo. As long as it's not the Speedo.
No, I have to see Glenn Williams wrestle in a maid's costume now.
A maid's costume? Are we talking French maid or are we talking? Oh man, I don't know. Poor Glenn, just tell Billy McNeil to get a haircut and get a real job and shave his head. So
I so want to see Glenn now in a maid.
Oh my god.
Butler Glenn Williams. Oh, that has a ring to it right there.
Yeah, Butler Glenn Williams. Yeah.
If Billy loses hair shave, Glenn loses service boy. We got you, Hurt. We got you.
Yeah, we got you. Okay. And once again, we're watching on our feed on Falls Count Everywhere because apparently our streaming platform or streaming studio platform is not giving us our YouTube or Twitch listeners right now. So all we can see is YouTube and X. So we do apologize for that. But we are trying to we'll catch up as soon as we can. So sorry we can't display your if you're watching Facebook, we can't display your comments because we can't see any viewers. So that sucks. So let's go and get right into the action though. With Friday night was TNA Emergence from Louisville, Kentucky, and a sold out center. I don't know. It probably couldn't have had to hold no more than 1,000, but still, we will move on to. We'll go to the pre-show stuff. As Frankie Kazarian, the king of TNA, emerges victorious, defeating Kushida, and with a big win there. Just kind of on the pre-show side, and Frankie Kazarian. Frankie is always entertaining to watch.
Now I'd be wrong if I didn't do it, but I'm not a Frankie Kazarian guy.
Yeah, well, I mean, some are, some aren't,
But he got the win, so mad respect.
Yeah, mad respect, man. Yeah. So Frankie Kazarian gets the victory over Kushida, which kind of kills me. Kushida now looks like I can't believe he it's like a clone of Marty McFly.
Bro, he's been doing that for years now.
I know that's just funny though. He's I don't think they gave him the full setup. I think they gave him like the vest in NXT, but I don't think they gave him like the full thing, like the skateboard and the hat. And
I don't know. I don't think so. No, he had the glasses, the vest, the shirt. He did not get that dude's awesome. Kushida is the bomb.
Yeah,
Kazarian can at least go in the ring. You can't be mad at his matches. He's never had the it for me.
I get you.
But he has the dub, so
yeah. I mean, pretty sure or not, but I still say NXT dropped the ball with Kushida though. They've
100%.
Yeah. So, but at least if Kushida's getting some good work in, then that's all that matters. So let's go to this with
PCO.
yeah,
PCO.
yeah. So purely PC Cardona's Monster was Shira.
Mm-hmm.
And so PCO put 2 titles on the line: the Canadian International Heavyweight Wrestling Championship.
And the
Long enough
digital-
title for you, and of course the Digital Media Championship.
The digital media. That PCO, like, can we just not take a moment to respect the fact that PCO is still going in the business today at the level that he's still going in the business today? Like, that match was... You can't be mad at a PCO match. You really can't. And to see Shira in TNA when he was just hanging out with Al Snow and OVW, like, that's killer stuff right there. Like, that dude's going to be the bomb eventually. Well, I mean, he is the bomb, but...
Right. Yeah, I mean, no, but PCO still, I mean, it's come a long way and he's been here in the business, what, 35, 36 years now? Something like that.
Something like that.
But man in his mid to late 50s and still doing the stuff he does inside the ring is...
Now, the only thing negative out of this whole outcome, because he did win. He did win.
Right.
But out of the TNA camp, he is under concussion protocol right now, supposedly. So,
right. And
so there is that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
there's
there's somebody else. We'll get to that one too. But
right. But yeah, and that sucks because, like I said, you just never know. On a certain night, you may get hit with an injury that just came out of nowhere. So, with our next one here, Rascal Ambition tops the Ultimate X as Zachary. Well, it's supposed to be Zachary Wentz. Sorry, I must have mislabeled that, but
I was typing it.
Yeah. So Zachary Wentz conquers Ultimate X and becomes the new TNA X Division champion. But I will say, though, it was a battle at the end between him and Speedball, Mike Bailey, to grab at the title. And Zach did the smart thing and just was kicking at the hands to knock him down. And it was just crazy the way he had to kind of reach around and pull that title off because and his dismount was kind of crazy too, but he landed on his feet. So, but no, an overall, trying to think of the other. But dude, what about Hammerstone in this match though?
Hammerstone was crazy in this match.
Oh my god, I did not think that. I mean, for him to get up there, I mean, I think it was like the largest competitor ever to compete in the X division. I think it was like at 270 he came in at, and I think it's like the largest competitor in the Ultimate X.
Correct. What's crazy about Hammerstein is like we haven't seen a big dude like him in the X division scene as much as like Samoa Joe. I think Jake something spent a short time in the X division thing. It was competing there. Don't correct me if I'm wrong there. You can, but Hammerstein was just coming out throwing haymakers, doing stuff that I was like, wow, this guy's what? Like you're a big dude. You're a muscly dude to do that. That's crazy. But Zach Wentz, you can't deny this guy's talent, and now, well, we'll talk about that I guess later. But
yeah,
awesome Ultimate X match. Way to start the show because this was the start of the actual emergence.
Yeah,
pay-per-view.
yes,
PLE.
yeah.
Sorry, PLE because that's what they call them. PLEs.
Yeah, I guess so. Now because I guess like no cable companies involved with this. I mean, I almost have to wonder, how if there really is anything in regards to, does like DirecTV or like cable companies even handle these anymore? Because all these guys are going to the platforms like UFC has got their Fight Pass, and of course ESPN Plus, which also hosts like certain UFC pay-per-views. And then you got the Peacock, and then the
Peacock,
and then WWE, and of course in other countries. And then, like I said, it's just kind of crazy if
TNA, I think, strictly on TNA Plus, except for the fact that the weekly show is on Access still.
Yeah.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah, I think so. I think so here. Yeah.
And then so many others are using like YouTube for things, and isn't there like the indie professional wrestling, and then Fight TV?
We got Fight TV. There's IWTV. I mean, there's just
That's the
so
one.
many. Let's just say there's just so many
DNR.
platforms. Yeah. So there's so many.
DNR just does AEW though.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Well, like, what about here with Steve Macklin?
What a great match!
Yeah, that was a really good match too, and a sign of respect by the world class maniac in Eric Young, and I don't know. I still like Eric Young. Still got a great entrance though with that awesome freaking cover mask or that steel over mask. Yeah, but no, kind of brings that old Sanity feel, you know.
Yeah. I mean, Eric Young's been one of my favorites for years, and to see him and then Steve Macklin, who's definitely coming in his own in TNA. You know, he had the short time in WWE and NXT with the Sons of the Forgotten Sons. That was the faction name.
Yeah.
So they were there for a little bit. Hell of a talent. To see him really start to establish himself now in more of the mainstream way within TNA. This match was a stellar, just singles, respectful match. They really brought it, did what they needed to do, and Steve Macklin coming out just a hair above it, EY. So
yeah. So good match though. With Steve Macklin getting the victory there. So next match on the card, I believe, was this. The 6 knockouts tag with Jordan Grace and Spitfire to facing Ash by Elegance, and then was it Maya Slamovich? I forgot her first name.
I think so, and then Ashley Edwards.
Yeah, so Alicia Edwards, actually, she was at the start of the match, and apparently I was watching this again. So apparently, I think when they all did all three dove, or I think one dove on that first dive, I think that's where I think they cracked heads or something cracked Alicia's head, and then cracked her right in the mouth. And then next thing you know, she took another dive, and then there was another spot that Jordan Grace was calling for all three of them to get up, but then Alicia was just down, and they couldn't do anything, and they were checking on her.
Yeah, she was immediately moved to the back in the back, and then never came out to rejoin the match. The 3 women got the win over Ash and all them, and she is also under concussion protocol.
Yeah. So a lot of head knocking.
Yeah,
and Emergence.
I mean, both of them speedy recovers of both of them. I mean, all 6 women did wonderful for what it was. Maybe slow down just a little bit, but besides that, love it. I love seeing Jordan Grace and the Knockouts tag team killing it. So, yeah,
like I would have thought, like Jordan Grace kind of started that whole movement of TNA going over to NXT, and I could have swore that that Jordan Grace was going to make a move on maybe somehow. Because I mean, you got to figure it out. I mean, it's probably if it's a discussion of topic that maybe we might get into, but we got to figure out which TNA star is going to take an NXT title.
Jordan Grace might not be with TNA much longer.
Do you think she's moving over to the big brand?
So we are now in September, and if I'm not mistaken, she came onto Twitter or X and stated just recently that a certain page that she operates is going away. So if you don't know, OF page that she has is about to no longer be a thing.
Right.
To hurry it up and get your contacts with her if you want to get your contacts with her and all that kind of stuff. But she is departing that program. Right. So there is a good potential we might be seeing her get ready to make a jump full time.
Yeah, and so the always biggest question here, then who's going to be the one to step up to take the Knockouts title off of her? If that's going to, because that's does she lose it to somebody in NXT, and then we're having another NXT invasion into TNA, or is it someone within the company? That's another thing.
You know what? At this point, let's do something really crazy. Let's do something really crazy. She doesn't lose the title. She makes the jump, signs the contract with the title. How stupid nuts would that be?
That I like that. I like that.
So, I mean, we're going to find out this week, too. Jordan is putting the title on the line in one of her open invitationals this coming Thursday. So we'll see who opens the challenge. And is it somebody within TNA? Is it somebody within NXT? Who knows? But I truly believe within the next... I don't remember when her contract expires, but I'm going to say within the next 6 months, she's NXT bound for good. And I would love to see her come NXT bound with the TNA title. Because I think it would be like just a crazy thing. Now, we don't even know like her dropping in a trash can or anything, but like...
No. Yeah, pull a heel move and saying money's better. I'm not dropping this title. Come and get it if you want it.
Oh, dude, it'd be all like they could set her up beautifully for something huge, and then think about whatever TNA woman knockout takes the title from her, man.
Yeah,
like that would be crazy. It'd be it's something we haven't seen in a while, and I think she's the perfect one to do it because I think she represents wrestling to the highest ability.
Right.
So it would be cool to see Jordan just be like, nah, I signed with NXT. It's more money. I'm going there, and I'm taking the title with me. If you ladies want it, come get me. Like, it'd be a crazy move, and I would just eat that up.
Dude, that'd be awesome. That would be totally awesome. So we'll see what happens.
My dude's Static in the house. I got to shout out again. I like this guy. We've had him on the show. Great guy to work with. Awesome dude.
Yeah, Jason's pretty cool, man. Absolutely. Hey, Jason, how you doing, man? Thanks for tuning in and watching.
Yeah, he's tuning into my show. No, I'm just kidding.
Boy, what did I miss something? Wow. Okay.
I joke. It is our show. It's actually your show. I couldn't do any of this without you. So.
Oh, man. Let's go head on to our next one here. So basics are top of the rank as ABC defeats First Class to retain TNA tag team titles. Oh, there we go. Now I
gotta get you hooked up. I gotta get you hooked up. Where's that rough?
I'll get it.
You got it. There you go.
Yeah, I got it.
I was trying to. I was doing it.
It's all right.
This was a fun match,
dude. Yeah, this is pretty cool. Kind of surprised how the way it ended though, but I think the illegal guy was pinned.
Correct.
Think.
Yep.
So,
if not mistaken.
Right.
But I've not been sold on ABC. I'm a huge Ace Austin's fan, so I love Ace Austin. Dude's amazing. Would have worked so good if WWE would still have a 205 division because the guy is stellar. So is Bay. You can't disrespect him. Just I've never bought into him 100%. Great worker. Enjoy watching him. Not there yet. But these two together sold me. I love ABC now. Love them. Like, that match was stellar. It was AJ Francis.
I mean, he didn't try jumping over the top rope. So
no, he's been banned from diving. Remember that. But no, once again, that's another guy that I don't think ever got the proper strokes in WWE, NXT, all that kind of stuff. Things just didn't keep going his way. Like, there was bad booking, bad timing, bad just everything for him in WWE and NXT. The things he's been doing with MLW, with now TNA, and I want to say he took a stint in GCW, but I think I'm wrong on that. But to see him once again, kind of like Steve, he's really coming in his own in TNA. I love him as a mouthpiece. So like if wrestling doesn't end up being his thing, that man as a mouthpiece, money. So I'm all for it. And you know, you got the Pink now with him. So I can't remember the cat's name off the top of my head. He's good. He's enjoyable to watch wrestle, but I can't remember his name for it coming off my head. This was a fun match again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What's your thoughts on it? Like, give us your breakdown since I just go and ramble.
No. I mean, you're not rambling though. I mean, no, because I was taking, because ABC works very, very well together. Very when they get going, then their offense is pretty good with a good speed. If it's more of an impact, then no pun intended. You know, with their speed. And just with their quickness of moves, but like I said, speed is the one that kind of gets you. That makes everything so crisp. I mean, these guys. I mean, they're not sloppy. It was Casey Navarro along with AJ Francis, right?
Thank you. I literally was losing his mind. His name. I was losing my mind. The thing about ABC that I really like, that really sticks out to me, is I was a big fan of like Paul London and Brian Kendrick as a tag team. And then I was a huge fan of Motor City Machine Guns. These two guys remind me of those like tag teams like that fast, quick burst energy. Like even MSK, when they first came into NXT, where they were doing so killer, like they weren't the big guys, but it was how they worked as a unit that made them cool.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, London and Kendrick were really awesome as a tag team, and I'm glad, these guys pretty much kind of pan their style.
Oh, 100%. Did you know the Intrepid Traveler did show up on MLW Summer Beast?
Ah.
The Intrepid Traveler being Paul London, by the way.
Right. Right. Yeah. So so awesome for them. Successful title defense, and we'll see what's next for them. Maybe on Thursday on Impact. So next one here.
Actually, before you go on to this, because this literally just popped in my head when you flip. Can I get an ABC versus Axiom and Nathan Frazier?
Oh my God. Maybe. Maybe so. I mean, Axiom and Frazier, are probably going to be, those guys. I don't know. I'm trying to think of which. Was it Slammiversary when we had like the Rascals and ABC, and there was like two other tag teams. Like they just kept. There was no.
It was nonstop. Yeah.
They did not slow down at all, man.
No pause button. No, nothing like that. They just kept going. But think about that. Nathan Frazier, Axiom, those two dudes are stellar together. And then ABC, legitimately, like I said, I've just recently really started watching TNA on a regular basis again. I would catch things, listen to what people were talking about, maybe go watch a match here and there and be like, yeah, this is cool. And that's why I've never connected with Bay, right? So no disrespect to him, nothing against him. Just I didn't put the time into it to watch him and study him and all that kind of stuff. Always Ace Austin's dude's awesome. But them two together, and then Nathan Frazier versus Axiom, man, that match would just be bonkers off the wall, and I would love it. Now we can go talk about the system.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So can we just go on before this match even started? Can we talk about the entrance? No,
I don't. I don't hate it. I'm so disappointed in myself that I have to say Joe Hendry made me a fan of Jeff Hardy for that much. For that, dude, that entrance was great. And then the breakdown in between like Joe Hendry's music and the Hardy's entrance music. My dude. Like hats off TNA. That's the way to do it. It was great. It was fun. For a split second I believed in the Hardys. But I mean, I believe in Matt Hardy all day.
Oh, well, yes, of course.
I'll say it even though Austin Cage will get mad at me. Be like, you can't do that. No, I can.
But
Matt Hardy's a damn genius.
well, when
Except for the fact that he felt...
all three started clapping all this together, I'm like, oh my God, no.
Dude, the turn. So like when they're all fighting in the middle of the ring and beating down, it's Joe, Jeff on one side, Matt on the other side, and they are away from hard cam. And they do the turn that Joe Hendry's so famous for. And they do the turn all together, and like Hardy's like barely he staggers and stuff. I was laughing way too hard. I don't understand how people don't like Joe Hendry. The dude is infectious. I don't get it.
Oh yeah, I don't get it either. I mean, I think, like you said, it's just something that either you're going to be drawn to it or you don't. So
I mean, it makes sense. I guess that's why it's wrestling. We gotta like what we don't. But the system did get the W after some shenanigans. And
always
stuff.
Gotta be shenanigans.
Always shenanigans. But dude, Moose just continues to be. He was one that like I watched and I've studied and all that kind of stuff, and I never really like. I've always thought he was good. Like I've always enjoyed him, but it never really was like, yeah, Moose. I'm really liking the system. The only thing about the system I don't like is Eddie Edwards.
Oh,
that's the only thing about the system I don't like. And I don't know why. He's not. Once again, he's not a bad wrestler. I think he just reminds me too much of Tommy Dreamer, and Tommy Dreamer will always be greater than Eddie Edwards.
Yeah.
I think that's really the reason.
Yeah. Tommy Dreamer is going to be greater than a lot of people,
But no, it was a great match. Brian Myers is so much fun to watch. It's. I don't remember what Fandango goes by now, but I've always enjoyed him. You could go back and watch. What year was it? It was in St. Louis. Money in the Bank. It was the first time we took Chase to Money in the Bank, and you can. Tyler Breeze and Fandango come out, as Fashion Police, and you can clearly see me just dancing away. So there is an Easter out there, Easter egg. You can find Zmiz on. Is it Dirty Dango? Does he go by Dirty Dango now? Because I think they were calling him something else. Static, if I'm not mistaken, in TNA. Hold on. Are you looking it up, or I'm gonna look it up?
No, I'm not. I'm not looking it up. Well, no.
Keep going.
Yeah, but like I said, the 8-man tag here, with some shenanigans, the system going over, and I guess the Moose is going to try to find a way to get his way back at the TNA World Championship. But
dude, Moose versus Nick Nemeth would be sick.
Yeah, we haven't gotten that yet because of that elimination match that was
correct.
Yeah. So let's move.
Man, I'm looking at this roster, and this is TNA has a pretty stacked roster, dude. Holy cow!
Right. I mean, they do. They have a really good roster with TNA. Yeah. I mean,
look, there's Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer. Yeah. Well, what can you say about Tommy Dreamer? Is that
he's going by JDC now. That's what I thought. Like I thought they changed his name again.
Yeah, JDC.
It was no long. Yeah, thank you, Static.
Yeah. So what about this though? Let's talk about our main event with the walking weapon running out of time, and holy crap! With it, I think it was like 20 seconds to go after talking about stealing the show with Nick Nemeth here. He stole a finisher, hitting the C4 spike, taking Josh Alexander's move, and
they both were stealing moves.
Yeah. So it was like 2-2 for Nick was up 2-0, and then like a piece of Josh Alexander's I think headgear came off, and with the ref not looking, it hit him with it. Can I say in this match though, can you not give these guys? Do these guys not get a rest period? It was like not even 15 seconds when they started the next fall. they rushed they rushed it quite a bit on that. And like I said, Josh Alexander got back-to-back pins, but it was like about 15 seconds of rest, and he almost got a third one, but
he tried for that pin like 3 times too, which is crazy.
Yeah, I know. And
the fun thing about this is, like, once again, I go back to like the COVID era, right, of wrestling, and how it felt like a video game. The fun part about this, because I was questioning that too while I was watching this match. I was like, why is there no like 10-second rest period between like the pin and then, because I thought that was a thing. Like, I thought that's how it's supposed to be an Iron Man. But on the video games, it's not that way. The video game literally just goes boom, 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 and you can just keep getting pins occasionally if you want. So I kind of dug it that they just went for it, and Josh then went, hits the C4 1 2 3, hits another C4 1 2 3. I was down with it all. Like, this match, you and I were talking about it in the green room before coming on. I'm telling you right now, everyone on X, everyone on Facebook, everyone on YouTube, Twitch, if you're watching this right now, if you want to watch a very, very, very good Iron Man match of this era, these two men, Josh Alexander, who is by far one of the best performers to date, in my opinion, like hands down one of the best in-ring guys. And, everyone praises Nick. Everyone does. Like, nobody says bad things about Nick Nemeth in the ring. But these two dudes showed a clinic of an Iron Man match.
Yeah. No, this was good. It was entertaining. What also kept it entertaining is, if you were listening to it, of some of the chants that the crowd was trying to do. And I was like, well, okay,
I don't know about that one, but yeah. What?
But
and then their commentating was. TNA has probably one of my favorite commentating teams.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to lie. They are definitely one of my favorite commentary teams. Freaking Matthew. What was it on?
Yeah, I know. Formerly 8 in English.
8 in English, yeah. Like, dude, he was spot on in commentary. Spot on. I was loving it. And then Tom, God. Those two guys.
Tom's real good.
Them two guys were killing it. One of my favorite commentary teams.
Yeah, they were both killing it. So overall, I mean, I would probably give it about a solid B-, though, to be honest.
It's definitely a good watch. I would agree with you on the B-. Good watch. Did everything go clean? Did it go smooth? Did it go to the way I was wanting? Not really. But overall was good. This match right here was the feather in the cap, though. They literally started great with the Ultimate X, ended with a banger. So,
yeah,
stellar performance from everybody. I'm really happy that I'm watching TNA on a weekly basis now. I'm really happy being back to that. I was one of those kids back in the day. I remember being at my uncle's house, staying the night, right, with my cousin, and everybody's asleep, and I was still up, wired on sugar and stuff, right? I was like 14, 15 maybe, and I was searching through DirecTV, just searching through, and it was one night where like the pay-per-view channels were free and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, oh, cool, I can watch some cool movies, and then I see total nonstop action. I'm like, what the hell is this? And I click on it, and it's when they had the yellow ropes, right? You remember that? The original, like back in the day, right? The Asylum. And I started watching, and I'm like, this is cool. Awesome stuff. And I was hooked on TNA from there on out. Was a big fan through even Hogan's coming in, all that kind of stuff. And then when Anthem picked him up, it kind of fell off. It is really so nice to see this company doing this reemergence, this bringing of life back into it. And there's so many great stellar women and men in there performing. So no, I'm TNA, keep it up because you have a happy fan.
Oh yeah. I mean, Yeah, I mean, they can capitalize really good on a good show come Thursday from this. Then, yeah, I'll definitely give
Yeah,
it to
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Static. That's 100% what I'm talking about. When they had the cage girls,
them.
I remember my dad like walking into the house one day, and he's like, "What the hell are you watching?" I'm like, "TNA," and he's like, "Tits and ass." I'm like, "No, total nonstop action. Why would you say something like that?" There is chicks though in cages.
Yeah, there is.
You had R-Truth as your NWA World's Heavyweight Champion. Come on, that stuff was amazing. If you don't know the history of TNA, go back and watch that shit. Go back and watch that stuff because TNA, when WCW went down, TNA was the place to be. I'll say it right now. I don't care.
Yep, and that's you can do that by watching TNA Plus.
100%.
Subscribe to it.
Hey, Pluto TV even has TNA
true.
Wrestling 24/7 channel, bro.
Yeah, true. Yeah, Impact. Yeah, they do.
Yes, they have an Impact channel. Get on that stuff.
Shoot. So let's move on to our next one here with Bash in Berlin. So the story title reign continues as Cody Rhodes defeats Kevin Owens, and it was really good. I mean, a really good match. I thought maybe at one point, Kevin would have had a chance to capitalize. I mean, KO kicked out of the crossroads. KO kicks out of the Cody kicks out of the stunner. But it's a really good competitive. People would have thought, oh man, Kevin's going to turn on him. No, He did hold from pulling back the trigger on the
kicking that knee
bomb on the apron
and kicking the knee. He did not go for the knee when he buckled.
Right. So he did hold back on going back from that. So
because you could see it and speaking of commentary, because this is my baby. I love sitting behind the commentary table and talking wrestling and putting what I'm seeing and how I'm feeling while I'm watching it and all that kind of stuff and listening. I do a lot of listening to commentary when I'm watching these matches. There's 9 times out of 10, Zmiz is not actually watching the match. Zmiz is just listening to the commentators, 100%. I will not lie to any of you. Wade Barrett legitimately going the whole time. Hit that spine on that that apron. Hit that spine on that apron. Hit that spine. Like the amount of emphasis that he was pointing out where Kevin wasn't pulling the trigger. Kevin wasn't doing these things. He wasn't going for the knee.
Oh, yeah.
Hats off, because that stuff was what's going to sell the story on. We were all kind of thinking that Kevin was going to turn at this. I think they're going to go a different direction. I think they're going to keep going with like this losing way of Kevin Owens until he like snaps.
You think so?
I'm serious. I think they're going to keep pushing because why are they putting so much emphasis on it now where Kevin didn't want the match in the first place because he didn't feel like he deserved the match. But what Cody has said legitimately is true that Kevin Owens 100% deserves the match, 100% deserves to be in that area of the card. And I'm not talking about like so many people are like, why is this match going on first? This is so goofy. Newsflash, there's 2 basic main events. There's the opening main event because you set the stage for the show and you set the precedence of what the show is supposed to be. And then you have the main event, the guys that's the story. That's the one that people come to see, unfortunately, this time around. There's nothing wrong with that opening match, though. There's zero flaws going, hey, we want you to start the match. There's nothing against that. 2 great guys to do it. Humility aside, all that kind of stuff. But why would they continue to put in the precedence that Kevin, doesn't feel like he deserves it, but Cody does? So many other people do. I'm a fan of Kevin. I'm a fan of Cody, and I think Kevin deserves 100% to be there. Like he's one of the best professional wrestlers to date.
All right. Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, I'm a big KO fan, even before he started doing the stunner. I was a fan when he was Universal Champion, and then him feuding with Jericho and all of that.
The pop-up powerbomb is still my favorite of his moves. I understand why they switched him away, and they chose to pull the trigger differently. But it's so nice to see him with that conflict and with that wanting to be that prize fighter again. And Cody's even brought that up. Cody even called him the prize fighter in their last face-to-face showdown. So, I mean, we're going to get set up. Like Static said, Kevin's going to turn, just not yet. Now, does Kevin turn on Cody?
Kevin turns on Cody. Yes, Cody stays the face.
No, but like, where do we go after that? Yes. This I would love to see him pull this back out. One of my favorite pile drivers is the package pile driver.
Oh yes.
I'd be so sick to see him pull that back out.
Yeah. No, that's a yeah. We need some of that Kevin Steen mixed, that the diabolical Kevin Steen, that nasty Kevin Steen mixed in with that Kevin Owens. That's what we need to see. So.
I mean, was it last week? I said that Chase and I we sat down and watched the breakup of El Generico and Kevin Steen and how they went through that whole story. Like, easily one of the best storylines to ever happen on the independent circuit was Kevin Steen versus.
Then they moved it to NXT.
They moved it. I mean, that storyline's been played out through across the thing, but still, the original one, like the original breakup between El Generico and Kevin Steen, was phenomenal, and the amount of brutality those two men and that package pile driver onto the ladder, brutal. I love it. I'm with you, Static, 100%.
Yeah, let's talk about this one. The Twin Goddesses grab the gold again. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Did we not call this?
We called it. Yeah. I'm just glad to see my lady back with gold. Bianca, I'm glad you're there too. But we all know I love me some Jade Cargill.
Well, the only thing, too, honestly, but
the only thing bad about this whole thing, and I don't know if it's just them or if the tag team and the female division isn't clicking yet with fans, but none of these women got a pop whatsoever. They were quiet, and that's what the internet's kind of talking about after this all, was like how it was just silent. But no, dude, this was a great match. By the end, they were cheering. So, ladies, hats off. You did a great job. The whole performance was good. I love Jade and Bianca's finisher, though, with that tag finish where
yeah. Oh, yeah. The whole like kind of like a front stabber and going back into like a German suplex.
Code breaker. The code breaker into German suplex. Yeah. Love it. And these two women are amazing. So my daughters are a huge Bianca Belair fan. It's not that I don't like her. I love her. She's a great performer. But it's Jade Cargill. I'm sorry.
And Jade Cargill, I was definitely that's probably one of my favorite things to see in AEW. Honestly, was Jade Cargill.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Did you name them the Twin Goddesses, or is that what they're going by?
I did.
WWE, pick that name up. That is a perfect tag team name for these two women, the Twin Goddesses. I like it.
I mean, think of the shape of these women are in, man.
Oh, 100%. No,
totally immaculate. Both of them.
They are both perfect specimens of females when it comes to peak performance in athleticism, powerhouse, all that kind of stuff. So no, I'm with it. These are two phenomenal females to watch and grow and work together. Man, are we talking about the press conference now or later?
We're going to talk about it later.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later, but no.
I think they need to add more drama into the late. Oh no, 100%. There needs to be more storylines for more context to make the division feel more important. But I think you have arguably the best two women to be the face of the division to help build that bridge into the storyline telling, the what's going on. And we also need to do that with the men's tag team divisions, to be honest with you. So all three divisions of tag team are not really getting all the love they deserve, in my opinion. And that goes for multiple companies, because AEW is kind of in the same boat. Not that they're not doing it, because they are, They're in a rebuilding phase of their tag team division too. But the tag team divisions here lately in multiple companies kind of get like sidebarred. It's time they don't no longer get sidebar. But once again, I think these two women, and even Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, they're great components to it. I'm not an Isla Dawn fan, but whatever it may be, but those two as a unit is awesome to watch. So we just gotta build more to the division. I agree 100% Static.
Yeah. So as far as, do we even ask what do we do now with, where does Fire and Dawn go from here? As far as, do we just X them out of the picture for now? The title picture? Or
well, it's how do we build to the next competitors, and who is there that's the next competitors? What other female tag teams are there? I would like to see, if we can, let's do some stuff with NXT, because we have Fatal, God dang it, JCJ and basically Toxic Attraction Part 2.
Yeah.
Why can't it's Fatal something? I can't remember now. But there is little pockets of females that are like starting to form these tag teams and do things. We just got to have an establishment on why they're becoming tag teams, what's going on. And I'm cool with them. I'm cool with WWE trying to use their platforms too, their social media platforms, to make these tag teams a thing. Can we get more of that? Like, why are we not making that a thing? You're already using the social media stuff for like the Speed division, which, once again, if you're not watching the Speed division, I'm sorry, you guys are missing out. There's some really fun stuff going on there. And I think that this week they start the women's division for the Speed division. So we're going to be crowning the first women's Speed division champion here soon.
Yeah.
So if you're doing it with the titles already, why can't we do promos and stuff in the social media world, where like it is maybe, two of the girls meeting up at a Wendy's or something to go like, hey, we ain't doing nothing, let's do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, why can't we start using that in that world? Have Jade and Bianca run the floor on all three programs, build them up unstoppable. Oh, 100%. Yeah. This is what I would do too. Like, make it to where they're not defeatable again. Because
right.
you even have what? Sonya Deville, Tony, Zoe Starks, and Shayna Baszler. They're a unit now. You still have Indy Hartwell and what's her name?
Yeah.
Miss Wrestling. I am literally drawing blanks on name tonight, and I can't believe it. But there is, like I said, there's little pockets of these female tag teams. So let's start really developing it, because I think we have something. Absolutely. Or we could have something.
Yeah, we could have something. Absolutely. Yeah, so let's move on to the next slide here. There we go.
Oh,
and there we go.
Candace, thank you.
Yeah, laying the strap down as CM Punk finally defeats Drew McIntyre.
Are we going to talk about the kissing of the bracelet that came out of his pants? You disgusting, Punk. You disgusting.
So I saw that, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm looking at this.
That meme was funny. I was like, dear Lord, I didn't even think about that or see it. Like,
yeah,
this was a hell. Like, these two guys performed stunningly for that strap match.
Oh yeah,
and we saw blood.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
kissing of the wiener bracelet. Yep, that's exactly what God dang aesthetic.
My God. Oh my God. Oh no. But we'll like you said, we're we'll talk about some press conference and also some post interview stuff in regards to Punk here, probably later on. But no, it's fun. We're pretty much at the end of this book, aren't we?
I would hope so, but I don't think it's over with yet.
So because Drew's going to bring something back up again.
I think Drew is going to come at Punk one more time.
I don't get it. I don't get it though. Why would he? Because didn't Punk perform like 6 GTSs on this guy?
Oh yeah, he was in that dude GTS after GTS after GTS. And the fun, like the cool part, I actually liked it. You know, Punk's going around. Part of me was like, okay, Punk, now you're just being petty. Now you're being what Jack Perry says, that you're just a petty little dweeb. He touches one thing, then goes back, hits a GTS, touches another post, goes back, hits a GTS, touches another post, and then hits 2 GTSs and then touches the last one for the win.
Okay, so this was supposed to be the rules say uninterrupted.
Mm-hmm.
And that be an interruption though, because you have to consecutively go. You can't just go and knock somebody down, because back in the day you couldn't.
So I was confused by it too. Does Drew bring that up? Do they go in that deep into it? But no, I was thinking that too. Like, doesn't it count when you interrupt the counts?
I think it's either way. You have to keep going corner to corner. Trust me, I've been in dog collar matches. I've been in strap matches. Okay, and the rule is any type of interruption, if it stops your momentum to go to consecutive corners, you start over. So this could probably, if Drew McIntyre comes back after him, it's probably going to be on a technicality. You know, like it's like calling for like a replay review like way too late. But
do it, replay it.
Yeah.
The bump to the table though was flipping awesome.
Imagine this. Drew McIntyre challenges the call of a fan. Continuous interruptions with the GTS.
I am seriously curious on how this plays out on Monday. Where does Punk go from here? Where, if this is the blow off, where do we set next? Whereas what don't leave me, Ruby. Come back. But where do we go next in the play of who does Punk challenge? Who does Drew McIntyre challenge? And is there a slight pause period of like a minute? Is that the thing? Because I'm really curious on who do you in the comments and stuff. I know I have just like YouTube guys because I have a few people on. What's up, Terry Russell on Facebook? I can't share your stuff for some reason. We're not connected to Facebook correctly, but I appreciate you being in. By the way, once again, don't forget to go to your wokebrand.com to get your We Talk Wrestling and your Falls Count Everywhere apparel. Good evening, wrestling sirs from Terry Russell, by the way, on Facebook. So our boys there.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
So Static says he doesn't think it's a rule for the interruption.
He doesn't think it's a rule.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, hold on. Rules.
And we're going to Google this.
We are 100%.
Hey, God of who knows everything, a.k.a. Google. What?
For a strap. I'm going to get probably something I don't even want to know.
Just don't put the word on. That's all I'm saying. Just
let's see. Fandom Wikipedia.
Sorry for the technical difficulties here. I hit a wrong button and it booted me off. So I'm glad that I'm back. And I've got to check my other studios.
So it does specify that it has to be interrupted by your opponent, not you interrupting. So Static is correct.
That.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm wrong. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
So I mean, by the way, he noticed it too. He felt off about it, but no, it is. It says interrupted by opponent. So there is no ruling saying that you can't go and punch the dude.
Consult the Oracle. Yeah, Google wise it. Thanks, Terry. Thank you. By the way, guys, we do apologize. I think Zmiz also just said probably why I kicked myself out of the studio that we can't see Facebook comments or counts here tonight. So I do apologize.
Yep, it's not counting.
We are watching on our own personal devices here, just to see who's in. So go ahead and comment on Facebook if you like. Just we can't display your comments because our platform's being a butt tonight. So. It's on vacation. Apparently, they don't care.
That's all right. We're making do. See, that's the great thing about technology today is we can make do with what we have. Like, there's a bump in the road. We're here. No longer is there a bump in CM Punk's road because he slayed Drew McIntyre. If he would have brought his sword, maybe he could have won, but he didn't. He lost, and Punk got his bracelet back and kissed his wiener bracelet. So let's move on.
We're moving on. We are definitely moving on.
Static stare lip. That was good. I love it.
There we go. Twin Towers get revenge as Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest defeat Liv Morgan and Dominic Mysterio. And let's just say, and you knew eventually that the Judgment Day had to get involved, but I just loved how they kept fighting them off. This was a very, very it seemed like one-sided at first, but then the Judgment Day brought the entire fight to the Twin Towers. But I just love how everything came together with like in the last 5 or 6 minutes of this match. It was really, really good. But I just love how
the last few minutes. What are you talking about? This match was awesome.
Well, I mean, the entire match was awesome. I'm just saying, but when we thought Judgment Day was gonna have the best of the Twin Towers. Did I say Twin Tower? It is Twin Towers, right?
Yeah, they're the Twin Towers. You're right.
That's what I thought. Because when I say Twin Towers, I'm thinking about something else.
Don't. This is Zmiz's match of the night right here. Not going to talk. Yes, the World Heavyweight Title match was flipping.
Oh, Terror Twins. Yes, thank you. I'm sorry. Good Lord.
Terror Twins. Well, maybe we both failed. By the way, Mr. Terry Russell said the same thing. Terror Twins. But this was my match of the night, of course, because I am such a mommy mark that it's not funny. Like, I absolutely would... that woman, to me, is peak perfection, period. In the ring, outside of the ring, she can do no wrong. And the fact that, like, leading up to this, they gave us a tattoo rundown of her body.
Oh, yeah.
Two thumbs up. Sorry, DDP, I didn't mean to knock you down. But she is just, she's everything like female professional wrestlers supposed to be to me. Like, she just is. She has it all. Everything. And then you have Damian, who arguably we've all said and praised it for him, and we've all gave him credit through ROH, NXT to now. But that man's run as world champion to this moment right now solidifies how damn good that guy is. Like, yes. Yes. I am Z-Sip. Dude, I'm getting hot over here just thinking of Rhea. Goddamn. She is my, besides my wife, that is peak perfection of females right there.
What and what about the finish pin? Don't you like that? What she calls
the pretzel pin.
I didn't know pretzels touched, but now I'm just.
But to think this was a mixed tag match and how well they just did and performed and Dominic taking the beating from Mommy that he took from Mommy, just getting, dude, this match was awesome. Like, this was such a stellar match. And now the really cool thing out of this match is I know this is something you and I can agree on. We are not one for intergender matches.
No.
We are not
mixed tag team matches are different from intergender matches. And
but
I'm a fan of mixed tag team matches.
Time out on this, because I agree with you. You and I are on the same page. But the internet is clamming hard for a Dominic Mysterio versus Rhea Ripley match. And I'm not going to lie, dude. I'm not going to lie. That is a match I kind of want to see.
Well, think of it before. If you're going back, if we're going to talk intergender matches, think about China, who had an Intercontinental Championship title reign, defeating Jeff Jarrett when Jarrett was on his way out the door, going over to WCW to do the whole slap nuts thing, and then having to feud with Jericho. So,
and being co IC champion,
co-IC champions, yes. So, yeah, man. So no, I can get behind it because I think for real, I think Rhea can kick his ass anyway on a real match.
Well, yeah, but like if it makes sense, if they make sense, if you can, and another reason I say this is, once again, I'm not 100% for intergender matches just because it doesn't always make sense, right?
Right.
But one of the matches that I can literally sit here and tell you that I will go back and rewatch is Chelsea Green versus Penta in Lucha Underground. That match is phenomenal. Yeah. It is a phenomenal intergender match. So if they can do it, why couldn't Rhea and Dominic? And I truly believe Dominic and Rhea could tell a stunning story in that ring together. They have the chemistry. They have the camaraderie with each other. I think it would be a really good thing, and the fans want it. The fans want to see. Did you hear that crowd when Rhea had him in between her legs, crushing his esophagus? Dude, that place was bellowing.
Yeah, they were going nuts for that on that leg choke, that scissors choke.
Dude, they were going ecstatic. Yeah.
They were totally going nuts for that. I
I'm not saying what Terry just said on Facebook.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
But yes, yes, I would.
By the way, Terry, you're not my dad, and I did. Oh no, it's all good fun, but but congrats at least to the Terror Twins getting the job done.
Yeah, this
and like I said, that's just only another chapter in their book, in their feud. Yeah.
And then that clothesline, the clothesline on top of I don't know why I like that so much, but when Damian Priest and Dominic were on the announcer's table and Dominic was coming and Damian clotheslines and he hits the announcer table, falls into the lap of like Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. That was cool to me. I know we've seen that move like happen multiple times, but Damian and Dominic sold it so well, and I was like, yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. This was my favorite match of the night. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, this is good. Yeah, this is like I said, this was an awesome match. So let me get to our next one here. So I'm sorry, I'm just doing work, guys. It's fun to produce on the fly. At least that's what I like to do.
He says he kept it cleanish.
Cleanish.
I mean, I've said some raunchy stuff about Rhea. I'm not gonna lie.
Here we go.
This
reigns in Europe. So Gunther defeats Randy Orton to retain the World Heavyweight Championship, and there was no dispute with this because he put Randy Orton to sleep in a sleeper. So we didn't have to worry about a disputed pin or anything else of that nature. But after what did this go like 35 minutes? Something like that?
Yeah.
But it's just, man, these guys tore it up too, man.
Oh, yeah. They were easily. I should put this up higher as match of the night because this really, when you talk about two guys going in there and performing and telling a story, Randy's back being hurt because Gunther kept beating him down. Gunther's arm being hurt because of Randy. They were really selling body parts and injuries throughout the match. They were performing so well. And then Gunther getting the end with the choke, and Randy, not being able to tap out, not finishing and going to sleep. The storytelling wise, this probably should be match of the night, but overall, because of who the people are, I'm still going mixed tag match. But this match was exactly what I wanted to see, and to see them then shake hands at the end was like, damn, that's respect. That's so like I must see match right here. Gunther versus Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Static, you're 100% right. It was the best match storyline wise. I 100% agree. 100% agree.
Yeah. So I mean, overall, Bash in Berlin. I mean, I still say to me it's a solid B plus here.
Yes.
I mean, you and I were talking. I mean, it's really difficult. I mean, we're not going to give stars on here, but we would like to grade the overall pay per view, not a certain star, not a certain match or anything else but what the overall pay per view was like, or PLE. Sorry, but
no, Randy Orton's on the screen. If you didn't watch, did you finally watch his podcast thing with Cody?
No, I did not.
Oh, dude, you're missing out.
I'm way behind on what you want to talk about, but.
Randy on there goes, I'm so old school. It's a pay-per-view still to me, not a PLE. So no, it's a pay-per-view. Go ahead. It's Randy's on the screen right now. We got to respect his wishes.
There you go.
But yeah, we grade the whole show because I'm not looking just for the banger match. Like, yes, I want good matches. But if it doesn't consistently go the whole 2, 3, 4 hours, whatever the PLE, whatever the show is, Monday night, any of that.
Yeah.
If it's not going straight across, then there's no real reason to watch the whole show. Like, I'll just wait for that one match to come out and be like, oh, there's a 5-star match from Dave Meltzer. No, that's not how you should grade it whatsoever. It should literally be. I remember put it this way. I remember when musicians and artists, and Terry's going to like this one, and I'm going to make this analogy to it. You remember when you could listen to an album from cover to cover and you're like, damn, that was a really good album. Not like, oh, I bought this $19 album for that one stupid effing song. You don't do that. Like, why am I going to buy a pay-per-view? Why am I going to watch a PLE for one match that was a banger, and the rest of the matches I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense.
I did that with so many vinyls growing up, and even through the 80s. I mean, I know I'm aging myself. I'm sorry. Well, sorry, not sorry. But you're right, man. You could put the needle at the beginning and just listen right through the right through the entire vinyl, man, and just good stuff.
Terry said they were press plays.
100%.
And that's what this, like, even TNA's Emergence, was there matches on the card that didn't match up 100%? 100%. Like, they all didn't fit the bill. But overall, that card was fun. It was a good watch from beginning to end. That's the same with Bash in Berlin. We could argue right now that Jade and Bianca and Isla and them didn't have the best match. We can argue that. We can say that. But why am I going to stick my head on the negative on it when the whole card from beginning to end was good and enjoyable? I'm not gonna shit on the ladies for having maybe an off night, miscommunications, whatever it may be, like, or even anyone else on the card. That doesn't make sense to me. You can't trash them because they're all trying to work for the same thing.
Right.
So grading match by match, like, if you want to do that, fine. Respect to you. I'm still gonna watch your stuff. I'm still gonna listen because I want to know your educated guess on it. But if you're not watching the whole product from start to finish and going, damn, that was a 3-hour show that I don't feel bad that I spent 3 hours sitting in front of my TV watching, that's a solid win for me. Or when you go to the show. So if you go to a local show, if you go to a main event show, and if it's not good from front to back, why'd you go waste $300 or even $20? You want a whole product. And the whole product has to be good because everybody has to work together for that product.
Absolutely. totally with you, man. So like I said, now you know why we grade. You know, we grade, and
I don't have a choice. I do have a choice, Cherry. I do have a choice. When I see Mercedes Moné come on TV, I go to the bathroom. I have a choice.
the same that Austin Cage does when he sees Nia Jax. Come on, just go to the can.
No, man. People don't. Nia's actually doing work this time around.
Yeah.
More people like us who criticized her and trashed her, and I'm included in that. I'm included in that. I was a very, very big negative component to Nia Jax's first run. But I can sit here and say that Nia Jax in this run has legitimately changed my tune. Is she still Awesome Kong material? Because I'm sorry, she is a big woman, and there's nothing wrong with that. She's a beautiful woman. But Awesome Kong, as that build and that frame, defined what that body type should be like as a professional wrestler. And that's not disrespect. That's not knocking them for what their genetics are. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just saying she solidified what that body type was supposed to be like.
Yep.
Nia Jax is easily starting to follow that path, and I fucking love it. There's your one F-bomb for the night. Yeah. Nia's slowly going that route, and she's a killer component right now. I'm loving what they're doing with Tiffany Stratton and Pretty Deadly. Like, that little unit, I see big things for them. I truly do. More so like the hopeful breakup, but Nia is killing it right now, and I can honestly sit here and say I do not walk away from a Nia Jax program now. I do not walk away from her matches because she has gotten a lot cleaner. She has gotten better on the stick. Mad hats off to you. Keep doing what you're doing, honey, because I'm proud to be watching your products right now. Oh, yeah, no one is going to be able to match Awesome Kong. Like, that is... There's 3 women in my book when it comes to the greatest professional females. Jazz, Awesome Kong, and now Rhea Ripley.
There you go. Well, speaking of awesome things, man, we're getting ready to do something here we haven't done here at least a few weeks or so, maybe about 4 weeks. But how about we go ahead and get to it now?
Yes.
Are you ready for it?
Ready.
I know I am. It's Wrestling's Gold Memes, everybody. And tonight we got a good selection here for you. And so for those who are watching on X and of course on YouTube, and if you're watching on Facebook too, you can go and hit whatever reaction you like to whatever you see here. But hey, did you hear of the remake of actually, no, it's not a remake. It's actually a new book. Dr. Seuss is putting it out.
Wait, what? I'm waiting. Dr. Seuss is...
Yeah, here's a woo.
I've seen this one. I love it. Woo!
Yeah. Apparently, it happens at least. Well, I like the 3 different phases of Flair here. You know,
it's so great.
What is this? Like WCW Ric Flair. Then we got the WWF Ric Flair, and then we got the Horseman Ric Flair, and
yeah. Isn't that one on like the left side, right?
Yeah, left side's Horseman.
That's like NWA, isn't it? Like when WCW was transitioning into NWA was transitioning.
The one on
the
the far right, the one on the right is
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, when they were getting ready to get bought out. So yeah,
I don't care what it says. Ric Flair might have been a dweeb at times, but that dude is gold.
So let's go into our first official slide here. Of who wore it better. So
we don't need to think this is me right now. I love that. I love that you put more over.
Anyway, this is how I found it. So I'm like, this is funny. I'm going to put it
No, I can't wait to see what the rest of it because that's funny.
So who wore better? Was it Chris Jericho? Or was it
Hello, guys.
Naked Midian? I think Naked Midian wore better. Let's see, FTW title compared to a fanny pack over your junk.
That's so funny. That is great. That is.
Oh, man, God, I just didn't know. When I saw this gimmick of Naked Midian back in the day, oh my God, I'm like,
didn't he have like a G-string on?
he had like a G. Yeah, he wore like a mesh like a mesh romper, like a chain mesh romper, and you could see like his G-string. It was
different.
It was a sight that made your eyes more sore. Let me just say that.
Terry posted on We Talk on Facebook and says, "That's funny. I'm currently wearing a Dr. Seuss Wu-Tang shirt I designed." Is that up on the Woke brand there, Terry?
Hey, if it is, I like to see it. Naked Midian because of the wide earth tattoo. I love it. Oh shoot! And then we've actually got some more material of Chad Gable's bullying ways in the Alpha Academy here. We still we happen to
You ate the whole case of Lunchables, Yotis.
I had two for the entire day. You just had them all for a snack. The deluxe boxes too, 2 meals for Chad.
That's hilarious. That's funny.
Have you had any Lunchables yourself?
No. Zmiz don't eat Lunchables. Do you read the contents of that thing, bro? The preservatives in that.
I had to ask because I know. Poor Otis,
dude. In all honesty, my kid's school sent my kids home with a Lunchable, and I legitimately had to call the school because I was, oh my God, that is an amazing shirt.
Oh, I think.
Hold up, did he send it to you?
I think he did.
Are these Woke brand available, Terry? Can I get a yes or no?
Oh, that's
sick, dog.
That's funny and cool at the same time.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I'm gonna wear that to one of my kids' functions. Dad,
to cattle guard.
I have my kids shoo me off because I'm wearing this shirt. That's awesome. Yeah.
Not yet. So, can we post it? Can I show it off? Am I allowed to show it off? We'll show it off here later. Keep going.
That's fun. That's
good.
Funny.
I like it.
Yeah. Shoot, man. That's awesome stuff. Let's see. We're talking about food. Obviously, we're keeping a theme here for now. Obviously, food for mostly of it. So,
he gave us the green light.
Cool. Well, we'll do that here in a bit here. But Big Mac on the menu compared to Big Mac in the bag. Oh man!
Static just sent me another one that I'm going to send to you. Hopefully.
Oh my god!
No, maybe not.
Yeah.
Why can't I forward it?
Yeah. Yeah, the photo I got from Mr. Russell does have the Awoke brand on it here, or at least.
Well, he said it's not yet. Not yet. There, I just
not
sent it to you.
yet?
I think that's what Static just sent me. For
oh
next time.
yeah, I've had that too. It'll last them 90 seconds of mine.
This here, I've seen this so many times.
Yeah,
Such a good meme.
I think I might have shown this too here, but I'm going to do it anyway. But a same energy photo with Shawn Michaels,
Okay,
and the ever popular rotisserie, the rotisserie chicken.
it is same energy.
Yeah.
Look at the smoke in both of them too.
Oh,
Who
yeah,
puts the chicken that way anyway when you put it in the oven? Like, what? What? Are you what? Who puts their chicken like that?
I just now seen that or noticed that. That's too funny. Oh wow!
Static's over here sending memes now.
We might get them on next week. You never know. Well, yeah.
Oh, you got to come back.
Next week.
Send us your memes. Send us your memes.
That's what I'm saying. You know, for those who are watching them, what's the false count everywhere at gmail.com or even false count everywhere on Facebook, sending in a message. We listen, we get to it, man. Especially all of our listeners on X right now, our watchers on X. You get that false count everywhere at gmail.com.
Our X tags are even in the thing. So like at Zach Zmiz, at Lime Time STL. Like send us your memes. You got us. I like to see that, Static. This is a good night. This is fun. But yeah, the smoke in the background of the chicken.
Oh man, that is too funny. That's awesome. And then our last one here is scientists at Exeter University have reconstructed this 3D model of how Moses might have looked. And could have been this guy.
Got me laughing so hard I had to cough.
If you look close here, though, it almost looks like the hair, like the Fu Manchu. Is that like chia? like
chia head?
It looks like a chia head.
Is there a Chia Hogan? That'd be hilarious.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody look up Chia Pet Hulk Hogan. That. And there is a Hulk Hogan Chia Pet out there. We will put it up there. We'll put it on display for everybody to show.
So you cook your chicken tilted like Shawn Michaels? That's what Static just said. 1970 Hogan.
70s?
He had more hair in the 70s. Oh, Hogan.
This is more like 93.
This is like the picture of what Adam supposedly looked like as Vin Diesel. and then the meme's like, so it was all about family.
Oh my god.
I love it. Good memes.
Man.
Good memes this week there, Rubes.
Oh shoot. I pull them out of thin air. But man, like I said, false count everywhere at gmail.com, or you can hit us up on our tags. Hey, and also at FCE Podcast. That's where 24 people are viewing us right now, is at FCE Podcast.
Yeah.
On X.
Come on, John.
So, you know.
What's up? Our fellow. Oh, we got a Twitch person. What's up?
Hey.
I like that.
So I guess Twitch. I don't know. I couldn't even see it.
Twitch ain't showing us a streamer, but that person said, "Yo, what's up?" So,
hey,
what's up?
Hey. Yeah, welcome to the program. Glad that you're on here. Oh, it finally registered. Thank you.
Did it?
So yeah. So in altogether, officially 30 viewers all in total. Well, actually 33.
Yeah.
33. So yeah. Go back to watching that. Okay, yeah, so 33 all in total, including Facebook as well. So we thank everybody who's watching here tonight. Like you said, we just went over TNA Emergence, and we just got done with Bash in Berlin. Now we get to talk about what has gone down tonight. It's really, really a good PLE that came out. And I was going, why are they in Denver tonight? Because Raw's in Denver tomorrow. So it's
Correct.
Like, you know, good thing that get the work done and then just kind of have an easy day tomorrow for the crew. and just get ready for the show, because I'm kind of hyped to see how the aftermath of Bash in Berlin on Raw is going to go.
Oh, it's gonna be
With
awesome.
Judgment Day, the Terror Twins, Randy and Gunther, and like I said, there's so many things I just kind of wonder. We could just talk about forever. I mean, but we're going to go and get into another heart of our lineup here. Let's get back here. Once again, Golden Memes brought to you tonight by Horton. Here's a woo, everybody.
So I guess I have 2 curses in my speaker. Right?
Oh, you do?
Count as 2. I don't know what he's trying to say.
Oh, I counted 2. Oh, because I'm on speaker. What?
Oh,
If you're watching I don't know. If you're watching from the same account, I mean, I don't know.
Thank you for watching, and let's break down this No Mercy, man, because tonight's show, I'm rocking it. I got my all ego on. So pumped.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so let's kind of see. Let's go dig right into our opening contest here, and just a lot to start off on the show here with this right here. So, Frazier and Axiom reclaimed glory as becoming at least NXT tag. This is their second reign, right? If I recall,
yes. It's their second reign.
So 2-time NXT Tag Team Champions, defeating Chase U, defeating Rich Holland and Andre Chase. And I was kind of hoping they would go a little bit longer with this, but man, you said earlier in the just not a bit ago here, Z, that you needed something really good. That's why you need a good opener to start the show. You can't start it with anything like, well, I mean, you could just have like a pre-show and have like kind of like, warm-up matches, but you need something to really, really kick off your event. And the 4 guys in the ring did not disappoint. And Frazier and Axiom reclaiming glory again and defeating, and I believe it was Andre Chase taking the pin on that. And thing that kind of sucked after this, we kind of need to talk about this, is how right now for somebody class is dismissed as Rich Holland turns on Chase U. So Rich Holland put Andre Chase through with a cradle DDT, putting him through the announce table, and actually had him carted off to an ambulance, and he was taken for further medical evaluation. And I don't know, man, I'm kind of bummed here with Rich Holland. So I don't know. Am I just kind of blind? Didn't see this coming because Rich?
Yeah, I don't think you saw the writing on the wall. I'm really hoping this sparks Spears to come back into the frame, because Spears was the one that was setting Ridge in this direction in some sense. They had their little feud when Spears came back. Spears is like, I'm going to bring out the true Ridge, blah, 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 like promoted all that stuff. We haven't seen Spears in a while. Spears hasn't really been doing much. Like, we see him pop up every once in a while, and like he talks to these people or this person. But now Ridge finally snaps. Riley and Duke have been talking about it for a while, that they didn't trust him. They didn't want Ridge in the group. They didn't think Ridge was perfect for the group. The funny part about this whole thing, too, for me, the way the story's been built up, is when Duke Hudson joined Chase U, he was the one that everybody was questioning. Remember? That he was going to turn. He was going to be the bad guy. And that he was this evildoer, And now Ridge is the evildoer. He's the one that turns on Chase U, setting up the split. Saw it coming, man. I did not get to see this match. I was running late. I was cooking dinner, and I forgot all about wrestling.
Yeah. And, I was looking to turn it on, too, because I had running to do, and I get right in the door at 6, and I'm like, oh, let's see if they have a pre-show. And I'm like, oh, no, it's on now. I'm like, oh, well, crap. Let's get to watching it. So,
Logan James, we'll get to your thing here in a minute when we get to the end, brother.
Yeah, Logan James. Yeah, Logan James K. Welcome to the program. Thanks for watching here. Like I said, everybody share the show. At any point, like I said, all of our X subscribers are killing it. I wish we had a way for X to leave comments too, because I'm sure they've got some great insight too. But like I said, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch is where you can leave comments right now. On here, I don't know how I'll have to look into that. But now Rich turns on Andre Chase and Chase U, and
I'm kind of pumped.
Huh?
I'm kind of pumped for hopefully a Duke Hudson versus Ridge Holland match.
Yeah. And it was which one from Chase U? It was somebody from Chase U that was in that Ultimate X match last night.
Riley. Riley was in it.
Yeah, Riley Osborne.
Yeah, Riley Osborne was.
I was pretty psyched to see that last night too. So it's like, I'm really, like I said, overall right now, I'm really happy on how some of the major brands are touring with the options of like the open door. You want to say forbidden door, but it's like AEW is like, oh, that's the name of our pay-per-view. I'm like, shut up. But like open door policy, the trading talent right now, it's only TNA with NXT, but man, like I said, we can go on for days as far as fantasy booking.
It's something we didn't bring up on TNA actually before we continue on.
Yeah,
the side quest god was back at it and showed up in TNA Emergence after Nick Nemeth won the title.
Oh my god,
JBL showed up there. So not only was he at Lucha Underground, and if not mistaken, didn't he cost Nick Nemeth the title with Alberto Del Rio? Because Nick Nemeth was the Mega Champion, correct?
He was.
And now Alberto is.
Yeah, so what's going on with JBL?
He went to GCW, destroyed dudes, and now shows up on TNA.
He gets in the ring and he whispers something to him, but nobody knows what he whispers. And now
and then he walked out.
Access on Thursday to find out exactly what the heck's going on.
That literally just popped in my brain that CMLL. Thank you, Static. It was CMLL where he popped up on.
Yeah, even though I think he's investing, I think JBL is investing in AAA. If I'm seeing some articles too, which and just to think that 2 weeks ago I was seeing this guy at a freaking convention, like walking by him like a couple times throughout the week too. It's like, that's crazy. Yeah,
dude. I called him the outlaw cowboy doing his side quests on We Talk Wrestling today.
Yeah, there you go. No, but I'm kind of, but we'll see how this all ends up for Chase U. When, like I said, NXT's Tuesday night, and man, we can talk about how what's coming up for NXT as well. Let's get to so our next one here is so Wentz proves best of MSK as he defeats Wesley in a grudge match. And coming in as the new TNA X Division champion, and of course not putting the belt on the line, but man, oh my god, you talk about another barn burner.
This was a killer match.
I mean, you would think that the guys that tagged with each other for at least 2 years and now know each other in and out were and then just proven at the end with Wentz hitting the UFO off the top and getting the 1-2-3 on Wesley. So it kind of, I mean, obviously, Wesley is going to have to regroup from this, but what's his next motivation? What's he got planned to try to get back at Zachary Wentz? So,
and then these two actually have a backstage segment too, after, like, a little bit down the way of the show, where they talk about going for the NXT Tag Team Championships, because they're like, hey, Axiom and Frazier beat MSK, but they haven't beat the Rascals. So we're going to see that match, hopefully. Actually, I think they announced on the show that there's going to be a triple threat match this coming Tuesday.
Yes.
For the number one contendership that will take place at the first live NXT show, correct? Or is it the first one?
Well, they're gonna have that triple threat match this week, and then the following week is where it's going to be WWE week on USA, because On September 9th is Raw. September 10th is NXT. And then you got September 13th, which is the debut of SmackDown,
Right.
on USA for the first time. As a regular network carrier. So, like I said, after this Friday, is the last one on Fox. So there's that 5-year deal gone out the window, whatever. And I'm just kind of wondering, how that's going to pan out with that. But
no, this was a stellar match. There were some spots that were questionable, and definitely are already being made fun of online. But overall, I thoroughly enjoyed the performance.
Yeah. Someone's always got to hate something online. Right?
Oh, there's always haters.
There's always haters. It's like, get out of your mom's basement, here's some pizza rolls, and go to bed. Shut the, STFU. Enjoy wrestling, damn it. That's what we're trying to do. Now shut up. So, moving on. Sorry, I don't know why
I didn't put over Jeff Hardy tonight.
Yeah, you're gonna have to actually have an extra drink on that.
That's wrong.
Oh my. Lonnie still does it best in North America as she defeats Wendy Chu to retain the women's North American title. One notable after this, though, is when Wendy Chu was down in the ring, Tatum Paxley came back.
Oh, choked her out and then left the doll.
I know. There's something eerie about that feud, and I don't know if I'm going to watch that because I'm going to get the Ubu Jeebies just trying to watch the two of them trying to perform their special magic on each other,
Kalani Jordan, though, in that frog splash that she performed.
Oh yeah, that
chef's kiss.
Yeah, and then this, taking it home with the split leg and moonsault though.
Oh yeah, the split leg, but no, that frog splash that she hit, dude, that was beautiful. I love this woman. This is probably
one of my favorites.
Yeah, one of the best calls of NXT management to put the title on her. Well, not put the title; she won it fair and square. But
yeah,
like solidly behind Kalani, 100%.
Yeah. I'm a big Kalani fan. Obviously, she puts the work in and just I'm going to say that she made Wendy Chu look like a superstar.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Wendy Chu's not something to sneeze at, though. She's actually a killer performer.
She is, but I think just Lonnie outshined her in this match.
Always. Kalani's on top of her game.
Absolutely. So, happy for her getting it done, and so I'm definitely no qualms about that match with me anyway. So the Giants over the Don.
This was stellar.
These guys, oh man, I really thought there was going to be a point where Tony D'Angelo was going to have an opportunity to take over this giant here, but Obafemi just continues to find a way to dominate.
Is he like 26 matches into his career?
He might be.
I think that's what they said on commentary.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken. He's like 26 or 28, somewhere in that ballpark into his career, champion, at a level that's beyond what a big man's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That man can he can move almost like a luchador and then hit like a giant. It's flipping stunning. And him and D'Angelo put on one of the best clinics. And the whole D'Angelo family had to try to get involved because that's how much Obafemi is a threat to everybody. And there's a reason he has a clinch on that title so much is because the dude is just a beast in that ring.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And, I'm definitely a big, this guy is just a dominating presence on his entrance too. And it just in the ring is just something else.
Yeah, he's star-studded, bro. Star-studded.
Going to put you on the spot right now in a match. Who do you got? This guy, Obafemi, or Omos?
You got to do that to me?
Yes, I am.
You got to do that to me and Omos? You got. I don't care what anyone says. Omos is still greatness. Omos is still amazing. But I think I'd have to actually go Oba. I really would. But I want to see this man come back. I want to see. We need more giants in this world. We need more guys in professional wrestling that are the dudes that you just don't see on a regular day-to-day basis. Obi Finney's like, what, 7'2" or something like that? Yeah. 6 something? Like, he's pretty tall. And then I don't know how tall Omos is, but Omos is one big dude. We saw him in Springfield. That dude is one big dude. And I still love Omos. I still have hope for Omos. I still have love for Omos. But Oma Finney, man, 100%. The guy is just, he brings the size and he brings the skill.
He does. I mean, Oba's got some, he's got some crazy agility along to go with that skill. I'm sorry. Put me between those two. I am taking Oba.
I said I'm taking Oba too.
I know, but I'm just saying,
Oba's 6'6", my bad. Maybe it's Omos is 7'2".
Yeah, Omos is 7'3".
7'3"?
Yeah. So, Oba
all day. So Mr. Russell moved over to YouTube so he could comment.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah, so apparently I got with my hater comment here, he sent me over a shirt that he's got. So,
Cup of haters?
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. But it's a pretty cool shirt though. It is a pretty cool shirt.
It'd be cool if you put my theme music back on Spotify. I can't listen to Keep It Down.
Should have downloaded it.
I need a file for it. I really do.
Yeah, there's ways of doing it, but man. Oh shit, but no. So going up to the next one here. Look at this. So the product,
Miss Parker. Miss Parker. They won't.
So proves dominance again for Roxanne Perez, which kind of disappointed though.
Yeah, Miss Parker.
Yeah.
I'd love you forever for that, Terry. Miss Parker. I wanted Miss Parker to win so bad.
I did too. I'm telling you, actually, Jada's probably my favorite in NXT right now. Honestly. So
I almost have too many, I think.
Dude, I would have to agree. Because
I like several of the females.
Number 1, Jada Parker. Number 2, Lonnie.
Kalani.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty high on Kalani. I enjoy Kalani a lot. I love Miss Parker.
Yeah.
I have a soft spot for Lash Legend. I know you're not there yet, but I have a soft. That's another tag team we didn't think about, actually. Is Lash Legend and the other lady. I can't think of her name.
I can't think of her name, too. I mean, if they were that good, I probably wouldn't remember them.
Don't disrespect Lash. Love me some Lash.
I just haven't watched them that much, and I just
love me some Lash.
Yeah.
But there's several other females down there that are really putting on the work. But Miss Parker, man, that woman has just gotten better and better and better, and she's a year in to her NXT run. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, she hasn't done much work outside of NXT, correct?
No.
Was she not a NFT? Is it what the heck they call the college signings things?
Oh, right. Yeah. I don't know. I have to look.
If I'm not mistaken, she was one of those signees. If I'm not mistaken. So she is literally PC made.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. See, that's another one. Sol Ruka. You know who else is a Sol Ruka?
Good. Yeah.
You know who else is a Sol Ruka person? Medusa.
Yes.
And he can vouch. We stood there at the same time when we had the conversation, and I was legitimately drooling because I'm meeting one of my favorite female wrestlers and one of my idols. But she legitimately said that Sol Ruka is one of her top picks right now.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. And like I said, there's just a lot of talented when you're looking at the women's division, I mean, it's good to have something. I mean, of a good, deep talent roster.
And it's going to get
In
deeper.
NXT. Yeah, in NXT. And it's going to get in further. Yeah.
Because now we can go. We brought this up. The Prodigy did win.
Yeah.
But now we have.
Yeah, so now we got Gulia.
Yep.
Gulia makes her debut and walks down, and, you know, the infamous call for Vic Joseph. The rumors are true. You know,
Now Logan, 100%. I want to see this match too.
Yeah.
Io has definitely solidified herself as a great. She's not an Asuka. Asuka's still my top of that group of women, but I wouldn't mind seeing the Io Sky versus. Is it Gulia?
I think it's Gulia.
Okay.
I think so. I'm gonna have to go back, and I'm pretty sure. But the way I have it spelled, it's got me. I was like, man, that's way too many vowels.
Because I literally thought Vic Joseph said Gloria, and I'm like, who names a wrestler Gloria?
No, looking at that's not how you pronounce. Yeah. Oh yeah, Carmen. Yeah, like Carmen Petrovic. What about Fallon Hensley?
Fallon Henley is amazing.
Or Henley, yeah.
Yeah.
That good lord, Fallon Henley. Oh my God, there's like I said, there's a deep NXT women's roster.
Gigi Dolan. You got.
Yeah, that's the name. I mean, is she on the shelf for injury or?
I think she got hurt. Yeah, if not mistaken, she's not.
I know the reason why you need a deep roster because you never know who's going to get hurt.
Who's the one chick that does the, like, God dang it, the pageant lady. I like her too.
Oh, talking about Ariana Grace, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of cool with her too. She's kind of I like the whole character and the gimmick around her. So I like that character, and she's like, we don't need to wrestle, we don't need to fight, and then she goes out there and kicks people's butts. Like, I love it. Great stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I like that.
Terry, how do I'm gonna have to figure out how to save that now, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Terry just sent my music to me. I just gotta figure out how to save it.
Right. Let's see. So we got at least go. Oh yeah, we got right to the main event.
Yeah, main event's next. The last and final match of the night. Did you believe in Joe Hendry, or did you come up short? Because all ego Ethan Page is still your champ. This was a really good match.
Yeah. Hey, looking at this picture, is the guy in the yellow shirt on the left? Is that your friend? You see his sign he's holding up? Is it Just Enjoy Wrestling?
Yes. Yes. Best sign of the night. That man's a hero right there. And here's what Static says. It's pronounced
Gulia or Julia?
Julia. So I was right.
I think of a certain Adam Sandler movie where somebody said Julia Gulia.
But yeah, Ethan Page wins after some shenanigans. You had him shoving Joe Hendry into Trick. Yeah. Trick falls out of the ring. Ref comes in. They go for the pin. Was it Joe or Ethan was going for the pin?
Ethan was going for the pin, and so that second referee, we got another second referee involved again, but there, with Ethan having a one certain pin attempt, right at the count of two, Trick slid right in and stopped the count. He got in Page's face, but
and then had to count the 3 for Page to win.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said. And we were talking briefly about this because I'm like, no, because you were making fun of me. Okay? You were making fun of me.
I don't make fun of people.
You were making fun of me in the green room. Don't lie to these people. You were making fun of me because I'm rocking an All Ego shirt. And I got to rock my shirt because.
What is that?
All Ego is my dude. I've been a big fan of him since Glory Pro. I've said it multiple times. I've said it over and over. This man legitimately kept me at Glory Pro and coming back to Glory Pro and buying more tickets because Ethan Page and Raju.
Raju.
God dang it, Raju, or Hakeem Zayn at the time. I like his old name better, but but those two guys kept me around and were the reason I fell in love with those. Those guys are amazing components. So yes, I rocked out my Ethan Page shirt today, but I was 100% cheering for Joe Hendry because still, I talked about it last week. We talked about it. I help behind the scenes at some other promotions and have started to think differently about wrestling because I'm looking at the long-term game and what can we do as a full story versus in the moment. And there's a lot of fans, including myself back in the day. I am a big fan of sidearm booking, right? Here's my chair. Let's clock in sidearm book. So now I'm thinking more long-term in my storylines and sidearm booking. If Joe Hendry would have won here and taken that title, you and I have been clamoring for it. You and I have been wanting it since this TNA NXT partnership. We have been wanting somebody from TNA to legitimately win an NXT title. So this is something we have been legitimately biting our bits and wanting to see happen. We wanted Jordan Grace to win. You and I both wanted Joe Hendry to win. And the reason I wanted Joe Hendry to win so bad is because if Joe Hendry would have taken that title to TNA, right? Who is in TNA still that is a big friend to Ethan Page? None other than the walking weapon himself, Josh Alexander. Josh Alexander just fought for Nick Nemeth's World Heavyweight title in TNA. If those two guys, because now Ethan Page goes, no, this son of a beep went and took my title, went to TNA. This underling, this jabroni, this TNA dork took my belt and goes to TNA. Josh Alexander and Ethan Page could have reformed the North for one time to take on Nick Nemeth and Joe Hendry in a tag team match, be it a pay-per-view, be it on an Impact, whatever they wanted to do with it. But we could have had a longer storyline. Now Ethan's chasing Joe over to TNA and the NXT boys as a whole. So Trick, not PT. Why am I thinking my own guys in IEW? Trick, Pete Dunne. So many other guys in the NXT roster are like, oh no, the enemy just took my title to their show. Now they're showing up there and we're getting more of that rub. And I would have loved to seen that rivalry that hey, one of the TNA boys just took our belt. And it would have to me, it would have brought more. Oh, no, I love armchair booking. I am a big sidearm booker. Clock it in. We should have a sidearm booking section in this show, which we usually do because I just clock it in myself. But I need to, get on here and make some, letters and stuff and be yeah, sidearm book. No, I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, I respect what they're doing because they're setting up Trick and Page again and Dunn. I just think there would have been more to the story if Joe would have won it.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe there's just another direction now with they're just going to go with ego. But see, here's another thing. Now you've got Ethan Page, probably with his Trick's going to have that eye on Ethan Page now. But lurking in the background, as we've seen after this match, Pete Dunne getting involved again.
Yeah. Because they face each other Tuesday night.
Yeah, right. Didn't Pete Dunne have a qualifying match for the Intercontinental title that he won last week?
Oh, Pete's all over the place, dude.
Oh my God,
Pete's all over the place,
dude. Man, I'm getting old.
I would actually can we get Pete since Pete's going from Raw to wait is he Raw or SmackDown? He's SmackDown. No, he's Raw. So Pete's going to Raw. He's going to NXT. He's doing. let's just go ahead and put Pete over there in TNA. Can I get a Pete Dunne versus Nick Nemeth match? Can we just get that out of the way? Can we pull that trigger, please? Like WWE, TNA, like I want a Pete Dunne, Nick Nemeth match, please and thank you.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. But I do like the I do kind of like the reel that they put on here tonight with him, about the name they were giving him, Butch. and I was like, I never liked that name to begin with, bro. It's like, let's get mad at this together.
Yeah, he has trashed it ever since. Like, I love his transition out of that phase. Like, a certain wrestler, rumor has it, okay? Rumor. I'm not saying it's fact. It was a rumor. But a certain wrestler jumped ship because they were told that they're going to bring him up as a mouthpiece and name him Butch. And he left.
Yeah.
And went to the other promotion. And he's been sitting out with an injury. Hopefully he gets well soon because I really would like to see him back. Pete Dunne then gets the Butch moniker. And you can't say anything really bad about it. The name's stupid. That's a fact. But Pete survived it. He went through it. Him and Ridge did great work. Him and Sheamus did great work. He even talked about it in a promo there where Sheamus and them were like, don't call me Butch again. Like, he brought it up there. Like, the fact that he's, like, breaking away from that name and the way they're doing it and like, establishing Pete Dunne again, I'm solid for it, bro. I'm with it. I like Pete Dunne, though, so I'm a fan of the Bruiserweight.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm always. And what about that? What about that UK title run he had, NXT?
Oh, stupid.
That's another division of NXT I missed, though. The NXT UK division, bro.
Can we talk about the fact that, God dang it, LA Knight and
Ludwig.
Yeah, Ludwig Kaiser had that match, and Ludwig Kaiser said, I'm going to win that U.S. title, recrown at the European Championship. And I was like, yes, please! Do something like that.
That is one mid-card title I miss, bro, is the European title, because that was a beautiful belt. I'm sorry. To me, there was a lot of good art to that European title. I wish they would have brought it back.
The references, I'm talking about, like, that little reference and nod to the Attitude Era. The commentary team has done little nods to different things, bringing up Chris Jericho. Michael Cole did through the IC title thing. Awesome work. Wade Barrett is still wrong for what he said about my guy, Dominic Mysterio, saying that he's the best mustache since Eli Cottonwood. Like, come on, guy. Why you gotta be so dang disrespectful?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's good stuff. So what do you give NXT? Because for me, it's a solid A. Not joking. It's a B plus.
It's between a B plus and an A minus. I mean, like I said, to me, I'm sorry, the only A that I've given so far this year, WrestleMania 40.
And I think I gave an A to SummerSlam.
SummerSlam was, to me, an A minus. But like, so my only A this year, WrestleMania 40. So
I don't remember if I gave it, but no,
if you're not sure about it, then
no, I know. I gave. I'm not gonna. Maybe I will, but I'm gonna give this show a B plus, solid B plus. I will say, I think tonight, out of the 3 PLEs that happened this weekend, this was the better of the 3 from start to finish.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, obviously, if you're giving it an A plus, then
Dirty Dom does have the best Caterpillar, and I don't know. At NGW, we just got to call a match for Tyler Deputy. I don't know if you know who that guy is. He's a indie guy going around that's an officer. I was very, very scared because I had product on me, but he had a pretty good stash. Tyler Deputy has a pretty good stash. I gotta give it to him. He's no Magnum PI. That's fact. Magnum PI was a dope.
Magnum PI.
Otis has the best cap. That's his move, dork. Damn it, Terry.
Man, no Magnum PI, but yeah, that
Magnum PI's mustache was dope.
Yeah, if we're talking Tom Selleck Magnum PI, then yeah, well, there you go. I show my age again. So
Tom Selleck. That's porno stash 101.
Yeah. So, as far as is there anything we're looking for? I mean, so we've got a lot to. I guess we're kind of throwing this out in the open here as far as what are you looking forward to this week. So, I guess like any type of fallout are you looking forward to? Is there like any?
So there's a couple things for me.
Yeah,
I'm going to just take this away from you for a minute because there's a couple things. I'm looking forward to the fallout of CM Punk and Drew McIntyre to see where that goes.
Yes.
Who is our next opponent for Gunther? Where does Kevin Owens go from here? What's going on with Joe Hendry now that he's lost the NXT title chance for Ethan Page? How does the partnership for NXT and TNA continue? Yeah. Who's taking on Nick Nemeth? And then really something that has stuck out to me this week, and we always talk about it, and I say it too, and I've said it multiple times, that AEW doesn't have consistent storylines. They have storylines. They're there. Like, I can say it, and I'll say they're there, but they're not – the way they do storylines is much different than everybody else, and I respect that. I respect the uniqueness of their ways, but I'm very, very curious on where they're going with Jon Moxley and now that whole thing. Jon Moxley – we'll get to that in a minute, Static. But
yeah.
Jon Moxley came out on AEW Dynamite this week, started the show, and walks out, does a promo. Tony and them like, okay, bring the next, they're getting ready to do this. John comes back and he's like, I want you to know something. And it's going to take a while for you guys to understand this, but you guys no longer own this.
Oh, right. Yeah. I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then he walks out, and then him and Mia Shafir, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Shafir?
Which Roderick Strong's wife?
Correct.
Yeah.
At the end of the show, they try to stop Moxley to talk. Moxley talks a little bit. I can't remember exactly what it says, but then Shafir comes in and starts blasting people.
Man.
So I'm really curious on what's going on. There is a lot of talks and lots of rumors going around that supposedly, potentially, there might be a buyout. I'm not getting into that because I don't know. I don't know where. I don't want to put speculation because I'm not that kind of guy. But I'm very curious on this storyline where they're going to go with it. I'm a big fan of Moxley. Have always been a big fan of Moxley. This is that is the word potentially out there that's being thrown around. And once again, I'm saying it's being thrown around because we here at Falls Can do not go off rumors. We do not. We go off facts. We go off things that are tangible, evidence. So I want to say that, but I'm not going to. You can read in the comments if you want. But yes, Static, that is the supposable thing. There's multiple people now are stating this, and I'm curious where it goes. I'm curious where we go with the women's title now in TNA. Now that Toni Storm lost it and everything. Like, there's a lot of things not TNA, AEW. That's what I'm sorry. There's a lot of things in AEW right now that are really hitting, and I'm glad that I'm watching it. Is there things that I don't like? Yes, but I want to promote the positive, and I want to promote what's positive in AEW even. So I'm very curious on the Jon Moxley stuff.
Yeah, very, very curious.
So what's your highlights, and what are you looking forward to?
Here's what I can tell you. Now, let's kind of get into some. We're going to go back to the Bash in Berlin as far as like some of the post-show stuff, and I'm going to answer you one of those things here as far as what's next for Gunther. Like I said, CM Punk has announced his intentions to go after the world title.
Correct.
But And once again, is Drew going to spoil that for him? Because just remember, it was Clash at the Castle that CM Punk spoiled Drew's shot.
That's why I said I don't think Drew and Punk are done.
No, yeah.
I don't think it's over with. I think we finally blow off at Bad Blood. The funny part is, do we get a Hell in a Cell at Bad Blood?
We should. But like I said, it's gonna but it has to be if we do get a Hell in a Cell, it's probably gonna be it probably would be, I don't know, it's not gonna involve the world title for one. And it's ironic though, because it's actually they're having Bad Blood on the exact same day as the debut of Bad Blood back in '97, but on October 5th.
Yep.
So it's actually going to be 27 years ago on that day for the first Bad Blood where I was at. And trust me, bro, to be at the first ever Hell in a Cell match in person here in St. Louis, dude, I'm telling you, that structure was awesome. And to see Shawn Michaels fall off the top of trying to hang on the top of the cage and then falls and crashes through the announce table, dude.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
And then because I knew, don't ask. Well, you can ask me, but I won't tell you because, about the mystique of things. I mean, unless your name is Zmiz, then I'll tell you. But, but I knew what was coming as far as Kane coming into the picture. I know the whole backstory about that. And
okay, so that's a story that you and I need to sit down and talk about then. I want to hear that.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be one of those kind of, maybe kind of goof around on PlayStation and here we go. We're getting into gaming now,
hey, every Friday night we do a race night and it is not appropriate. It is very vulgar. It is adult friendly only.
It is not promoted on this show. Trust me.
It is brought to you by the Gym City Mouth himself on my account, Gym City Zmiz. But
some comments do not reflect those of the Gym City Mouth Zmiz.
Nope. I have some very inappropriate friends. Let's just put it that way. But it is fun. It is a blast.
Hashtag thank you, Clint.
Yeah, you guys.
Can I say though, once again, I love I love everybody that follows. But man, X, you are killing it again, majorly this week. And once again, everybody is watching this. Make sure
YouTube is killing it this week.
YouTube's killing it. Like I said, we got a couple Facebooks to do. We've got a total of just right at 40 viewers right now, currently viewing. And we thank every bit of
our little live product. You guys are going to make us famous. Do it. Dude, I dare you. Hit that like, subscribe button, share it out to your friends. Tell them that, hey, these guys are kind of funny and kind of cool, and they have good points.
Because you're talking to a guy that's been in the business over 28 years, and I just got out of a match where I could have had my nose broke majorly, but I barely got out of something. So now it's moved. The tip moves around a little bit, but
and I've only been in the business 5 years, but that's still neither here nor there.
Yeah,
great insight.
X, you're killing it right now. We love all you guys. We love everybody that's here. We want you to interact with the show with us during live because, like I said, we'll put your comments up. Unfortunately, Facebook is being, I'm gonna have to find Mark Zuckerberg's office and send him a bag of dog do for not letting me post comments on here tonight. I don't know. It may not even be his fault though, but that's just another story.
But okay, back to what Static said. So I am 100% looking forward to Jerry Morgan, the shooter, taking on PT Beckham in the main event at IEW, the Quarry, in a submission match. And this, if I'm not mistaken, this was PT's call out too. PT's like, I want to fight you in your match, your style. I want to beat you where it counts. So yes, this is a big highlight for me this week, and I can't wait to see this match. So you come out down to Granite City's Elks Lodge in Granite City, Illinois, and you can see this beautiful face. Get some merch, because I'll have We Talk Wrestling merch, and watch some amazing action.
Yep. And of course, I may be, like I said, I have plans to go down to SICW in Collinsville on Saturday, so I will not be around IEW just to see what's happening and what's going on, because there's some big events happening. Like I said, around the area, I should say. So
I hope my friends at SICW kill it, man.
So me and Zmiz will be passing boats again. We'll be passing yachts as we go to different shows and around the same area, and one will get done sooner.
So do you think that this is what it is, Static? You think that Daniel's winning the title is what Moxley's talking about? You guys don't own it anymore, because really, if you think about it, they have the BCC has now the World Heavyweight title and the trios with Pac. How does that play out? That's interesting to me too.
Oh, so yeah, absolutely.
I'm kind of curious on all that myself.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Herb and the crew over at SIC. 100%. Those guys are amazing over there. I love Herb. I love everybody from SICW. I'm glad that I get to pick their brains and learn and then work with my home promotion. And one day, Herb and I will be working together. I promise you that. I know it's in the cards in the future.
Just don't know when. Don't know when. No. Yeah, so we got some big things lining up and going to the end of the year. So yeah, I mean, as far as I just want to sit back and relax because I know what's happened. That, like I said, this is what happens when you put PLEs from major brands back to back on 3 nights, which I don't know if that's been done anytime recent, but man, I mean,
here's the real thing too: is it's not that these were the only 3. MLW had a PLE or a pay-per-view that was on YouTube.
On Fight or
on YouTube. They gave it away free on YouTube. Wow. And it was the Summer Beast.
Oh.
Really good show, by the way. Really good show.
Okay.
So there's just wrestling. Legitimately, that's all I watch is professional wrestling. My kids get irritated with me.
Yeah, because anything that Hollywood puts out today sucks. So, but that's my. I don't know.
I really like the new Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the new Godzilla movie too.
What about what was that movie that they were putting out? There's 2 movies actually. Beetlejuice.
Yep.
Which I want to see that's coming out this weekend. And what was that? Was it The Killing Game with Batista?
Yes, Killing Game, which was Bash in Berlin's sponsored.
Well, that was actually Drew McIntyre's a match sponsor because he's actually got a role in that.
He has a role in it.
Yeah. But
I wonder if CM Punk's going to be in it to disrupt him. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I just got my ass kicked. Watch my movie.
No, I think it's great. I think it's awesome that from top to bottom, from your local area professional wrestling to your top tier professional wrestling, it is thriving. It is more diverse. It's more open to the public to see, and you can go locally and watch the guys and gals starting out. You can go to the big time and watch your guys and gals that you watch grow. So it is exactly what. I would love that, dude. Actually, sidearm book. Punk is going for the number 1 contendership for Gunther's next match at Bad Blood, right?
Yeah.
Drew interrupts, costing Punk the number 1 contendership for the title. All right, they start the feud back up. Punk's like, "I'm not fighting you again. I'm not doing it again." Because him and Drew, and then Punk shows up at the premiere to attack him. I still love the fact that Drew took a picture with Jack Perry.
And then they made him take it down.
What?
Did they make him take it down?
I don't think so. I think it's still up on the internet, bro.
Oh, it is?
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, it's still on Drew's Instagram.
Oh, it is. It's still. Okay. I thought it was his Twitter or his X.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I don't know. It's
that was one ballsy ass move by Drew, to be honest with you. That was like that was the most. Drew McIntyre, hats off to you, buddy, because he was. This is great storytelling.
Was there a window backdrop when they took the picture? It says, hey, real glass.
Drew did get asked recently on a podcast, like, how'd that picture come to be? And he said we were flying to LA, and he happened to be like 2-3 seats ahead of me, and we just chit chatted and like, hey, we should take a picture, and you'll get I'll give you the rub, you'll give me the like, and so they did. Like I absolutely love it. I was very negative to Jack Perry when he first really started talking and stuff.
Yeah.
And he just wasn't delivering. But this whole scapegoat character, this whole thing that he's doing, this persona, I'm in with it, dude. He did use glass in his last match with Darby Allin. It is 100% like Jack is now becoming one of the highlights of AEW again for me. So, and I was a big fan of his, and him and Luchasaurus, even as a tag team. So, I'm happy that AEW is starting to come away from that negative that happened between Punk and them, and that toxicity that was there for everybody. Hopefully, they can weed out more of that, and they can keep promoting great shows, because there's a lot of great talent there. There's a lot of great people there, and I want to see them win just as much as I want to see the guys in AEW, TNA. So, like it. We all need to focus on the positives. And like I said, I might take shots at Jeff Hardy or Mercedes Moné. And if you guys are fans of those people, awesome. I'm proud of you. I'm not mad that you guys are. But to me, they're not that cool.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just, like I said, I've seen too much to know that, there's some elements of a person that gets into an industry and kind of puts a damper on it, but doesn't really do much for the fans per se, but that's just what I've seen, and it doesn't change at times, but it is what it is, but if you like Mercedes Moné, great. I know for reasons to my liking that she's a walking dumpster fire.
I like the fact that I get called a hater for, like, I say things negative, not negative. I will point out things I don't like of these wrestlers, right? And I'm not saying it to be negative. I just want to see them get better. Like Nia, I can sit here and say that, yeah, I didn't like her. I pointed out her flaws. I pointed out things I didn't like. But now I'm like, no, she's really making me eat my words on some of those things, and she's come around and she's doing great. And I even wanted that for Mercedes Moné when she was Sasha Banks and when she was partnering with Bayley. I was really starting to kind of dig that duo and that unit, and they worked well off each other. But once again, it was the unit.
Right. It was the unit. Right.
I want her to shut me up. I want her to prove me wrong.
Oh, yeah, of course.
But I think it's funny that people call me a hater on her, but here I am on We Talk Wrestling still sharing her stuff for her fans. Like, I'm not hating, dude. I still share the stuff that you guys want to see. She's coming out with an album, supposedly. Enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy it. I hope they eat it up. I hope she sells it out. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I mean, if I want to, I think I'll play it in case if I have any pests that come around my house, and then they'll probably go away. Like vermin. They don't want to be in a house with all that noise.
But speaking of Mercedes Moné, let's big shout out this weekend, right, for Ari Alexander and Austin Molitato for being background for her party and enjoying just a happening party. I'm so happy I'm so happy seeing those two doing big things and making moves, man. I would love to see Ari Alexander pop up in AEW more often and actually competing in the women's division. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, she did post a picture on her Facebook, and then I put a comment that said they put the wrong star in the front of the camera. Yeah,
you did. That was a very unbearable segment in my opinion, but
Oh my God, so much more. Yes. Naya's making some of those cupcakes.
no, stop it.
ST.
Overall, we had a great week of professional wrestling. I can't wait to see what this league comes up. And then, where you're going to be next weekend, next Sunday, 9 p.m. Central Time. You're going to be right here with Falls Count Everywhere again to listen and hear what we have to say. And who knows, we might have a guest next week. I hope we have a guest next week.
Oh yeah, we're going to start getting into having guests next week. That's for certain. I'm going to start getting on the horn. And because we mainly like to have the guys that are working hard in this business, or make major contributions.
You guys are terrible, man. You guys are terrible.
Don't go that far, man. Do not go that far, because I could take in so many contexts. It's not even funny.
Dude,
these Naya cakes.
I want to see everybody next week. This has been fun.
Yeah, I mean this really been fun. X, once again, we love all of our viewers. Once again, at Falls Count Everywhere, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and of course all of our great watchers, and really knocking it out of the park once again on X at FCE Podcast. And guys, we will definitely have a guest here next week to kind of talk over about the business of what they've had, but pay attention to announcements that we'll make regarding that. And we're looking forward to talking to every one of you again next week at 9 p.m. Central next Sunday night, man.
And don't forget, if you guys want your daily wrestling fun and thoughts from myself, even Ruby and other people that Terry Russell's a part of, Mr. Static's a part of, come on over to We Talk Wrestling on Facebook. Join We Talk Wrestling. Be a part of a positive change to professional wrestling. Let's talk the good. Let's talk the bad, and really discuss and have a place of enjoyment for everything that we enjoy, because that is what professional wrestling does for us. It allows us all to enjoy someone and somebody's cupcakes. Take it away, right, Ruby. Let's take it home.
Yeah, and we'll also post some funny stuff on there too. So
Oh yeah, there's hilarious stuff.
you gotta be lighthearted to like our stuff.
Between like Isaac, dumb stuff that he posts, there's just so many great people over there. I love people.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. You gotta love Isaac.
Oh yes, Static Pro Wrestling Shoot Series.
Yes.
Wink, wink. You can find all that on YouTube and through We Talk Wrestling. So get over there to We Talk Wrestling, find Static Shoot stuff, listen to us on a day-to-day basis, and then come back with us next Sunday. See you guys.
All right, guys. We're the Gem City Mouse, Zmiz, and Rough Cut Rick Ruby. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Sunday, 9 p.m. Central, guys. Once again, we appreciate all your viewers, and share the show, because we love the more the better.
Hit that bell.
The more the better. Have a great enjoy your Labor Day tomorrow. We'll see you next Sunday, guys. See you again.